Cool Figure TV. Revolutionary salute. Revolutionary salute. Like, share, subscribe. Welcome to the House of Revolution. You know I'm your humble host, the Y'all Man of Revolution, and we gotta say, pre. We are pre. We are pre. It's a million for you. For who? March that phony. Pre. If you tired of lies, we are pre. The bullshit we bloggers you despise. We are pre. It's a million for you. You and you. March them phonies. Pre. We are pre. We are pre. It's a million for you. For who? March that phony. For Justin Johnson. Straight drop them draws, dog. Oh, this phony is looking real scared in court today. Oh, nigga, why did you ever kill a paper walk boss, long lived Dolph? Now you got to pay. Your brother told on you. Oh, he's a phony too, but thank him for telling the truth. You know, we had to cover this a little queen. We are pre long little paper ball boss. You know, they won't come figure to listen to what happened and to hear about the $100,000 bounty put on Young Dolph. That sound like Rico. That sound like Rico. Salute. I remember when this thing first started, I told people Rico was coming. King AK-47, you said it wasn't no Rico in Dolph case. We can't listen to you, King AK. Don't pretend like you been down telling the truth the whole fucking time, King AK. You a goddamn lie, nigga. We are pre. You laughed at the we are pre-war chant till you wanted to steal it, little nigga. But now, King AK, you getting all the call for reporting what court figure said in the beginning that this was Rico, nigga. Everybody now they want to come around to where we've been at the whole time. That phony ass CMG camp. Oh Lord, now the prosecution saying the same thing. A lot of YouTube people said there was no Rico. It just was some dusty haters who killed Dolph. Yeah, they some dusty haters, but they rich dusty haters. They was wealthy dusty haters. Now I know Kofi ain't touch this topic in a moment because I don't want to clout chase the paper ball boss. I want to touch it when it's time. So now it's time to touch it. We helped start this thing off, but we don't want to be like these phonies and just be pitching off Dolph for views and likes. That's phony. But since now we need to see what's going on here, and since we was one of the first bloggers, it wasn't even 4 people on the internet talking about Dolph. When I start saying, pre, we are pre, we are pre, it's a million for you. Who are we talking about? That phony right there. Straight drop them draws, dog. Don't forget that it was the court figure platform. Straight drop, you know who we are. We the ones that we heard about your ass got touched on in jail, and then we filled up the hands man Marcus Avery. That's court figure did that. Remember Marcus Avery, salute to you. Boy, you still eating big off all that commissary you got when you had straight drops. Oh, it wasn't me. It was Yo Gotti. Now, let me stop. Let's get into this, y'all. I love y'all. I miss y'all. We back. Now, let's get into this. What happened today at the trial?
All right. So, media, both still cameras and video.
Oh, yeah. He's thinking about his future right now, y'all.
That this next witness's face not be filmed or photographed. Waist down. The court is okay with coming out of there. He should not be filmed. Right. So no pictures of his face at all. Shoes, lower body. The court has no problem with, but no pictures of his face. We have ongoing security concerns. Everybody understand? All right. Anything else?
Yes, ma'am.
We are pretty much them found it. these phonies who happen to testify to that. Now I don't know who. Hey, and now that this is coming out, I don't know who killed Big Jug. I really don't. I know some people may want to claim it. Who knows? Way too convenient how this buster got knocked off. Now the police saying he put $100,000 on Dolph. This bitch supposed to be in jail. How do we know who killed that man? No, a little too convenient for that clown to get knocked off. They talking about he put the hit on this man. And Rico, it's still Rico for CMG, nigga. Just because that nigga gone, shit, that don't know. Where did he get the? You see, just like they talking about tying up P Diddy money. How did Juke make $100,000 to put on anybody's head? Can anybody answer me that? Now I'm gonna let this play. He made it by working with CMG. So you put that's what they got Puffy for. You mix clean money with dirty business. Oh, that's Rico. They got to seize all that. So they straighten this out.
I told you it's an official detention. You said you start popping pills. Taking the head and everything. I know.
State, call your next witness.
Cornelius Smith.
Step this way, sir. Stand right here. Face your honor, raise your right hand.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Merci.
All right, Mr. Smith, tell me your name
Cornelius Smith,
and spell the first name
Cornelius
and the last name.
Smith.
Now, there's a microphone next to you to your right, but you don't have to worry about it. Church. You can look out toward me,
This little piece of
Keep
shit
your
don't
voice
know
up,
what's coming.
so I can hear you
He
back
got a
here,
hard life
back.
coming.
Sir.
and when I ask a question, or when the defense attorney asks a question, or if the judge asks a question, you've got to verbalize your answer. Okay, so shaking the head and everything, I know what it means.
Yes, sir.
But she's taking down what you say, and
Yes, sir.
so we need it like that.
Yes.
All right. How old are you?
I'm 34.
Where are you from?
I'm from Memphis, Tennessee.
What neighborhood?
Like Orange Man here.
Okay. Like what streets did you grow up on?
Off Lamar and Sims.
All right. You got a family?
Yes, sir. I have 5 children still living. I lost my son in March of 2020.
Okay. And let's talk about 2020 because, well, that was a terrible thing, right?
Yes, sir.
How old was he?
He was 9 at the time.
And that had an impact on everybody,
Yes, sir.
had an impact on you.
Yes, sir.
It caused you to take up some old habits.
Yes, sir. I went back to popping pills and not caring about nothing.
Before 2020, were you working?
I worked in schools in Germantown.
What'd you do for the schools in
I was a
Germantown?
janitor.
Did you do good at that job?
Yes, sir.
Your son dies, you say you start popping pills.
Yes, sir. Oxycodone and ecstasy.
Street drugs.
Yes, sir.
Did you start hanging back in your neighborhood?
Yes, sir. Start hanging around a lot of old friends.
All right. Some of those old friends trouble?
We all in trouble. I'm gonna say that. We all in trouble.
And I'm looking here, Cornelius, at your criminal record. You were convicted of aggravated assault in 2011, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Convicted of misdemeanor drugs in 2014?
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, 2012.
12.
Case started in 2011 and ended in 2012.
Yes, sir.
That was misdemeanor drugs.
Yes, sir.
And then resisting official detention in 2014.
Yes, sir.
That same Cornelius Smith.
Yes, sir.
And you're presently charged in this case with conspiracy to commit murder and with murder, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you have an attorney in this case, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And is he in the courtroom? Let me get out of your
Yes,
way.
sir.
Okay. What promises have I made to you with regard to your testimony today?
No.
Have I told you that you're not going to testify and walk out of here?
Yes, you told me that.
Do you know that you're going to prison?
Yes, sir.
Have I told you that it's very important, though, for you to tell the truth?
Yes, sir.
I told you it's important to tell the truth because I said so,
Yes, sir.
and because the judge will evaluate whether or not you told the truth.
Right.
And have I told you it's in your best interest to tell the truth?
Yes, sir.
Are you here to tell the truth?
Yes, sir.
I want to skip forward. Okay? We're going to go back to everything, but I want to skip forward. Tell me about the day that you were arrested for this case.
It was my daughter's birthday, actually. And I was out. I had took her some cake and ice cream to school for her birthday. And the U.S. Marshals they were trailing me the whole time. I didn't know they were trailing me because I had saw Govan the day before. And he was telling me that, police was on to us or whatever. And he asked me when the last time I was supposed to adjust him. And he was saying, I was like, it's been a minute. So he was like, they just ran the adjustment spot the night before. And he said that they been shooting at him and that I need to get rid of my phone because they own us. And the next day, I was locked up. Like,
Police,
locked up.
police captured
was on
you?
me
Police
The next
captured you that day?
the next day.
Did they get your phone that day from you?
They ain't get it from me. I left it with my children's mother. Or whatever.
They get your phone from your children's mother?
Yes, sir.
So you didn't throw it away like Govan told you to?
Nah, I ain't threw it away. I gave it to her.
Now, when the police first arrest you, I mean at the very start, do you say, hey, I want to tell you the truth about this whole thing?
No.
All right.
I ain't never did it.
Okay. Did they interview you right after they arrested you?
Yeah, they interviewed me in Mississippi.
Okay. You tell them the truth or the lie?
I told them to lie.
Okay. At some point after you're arrested, did you decide to tell the truth?
Yeah, once I came to my senses and Justin had wrote me a kite. Somebody Justin.
Thing. Well, let me tell you, when you hear another lawyer speak up and object, it means you stop talking. Okay? And you'll be instructed to either move on or to another question. Okay?
I think so the objection is going to be hearsay.
We are cool.
So let me try to get you. Let's try to back up, okay? So you said after you arrested, you came to your senses. Is
Right.
that correct?
Correct.
You say that Justin, is that the defendant in this case,
Yes, sir.
had written you something that you called
A kite.
okay? Okay. Without saying what was in that kite, and that's a letter, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Without saying in that letter, after you received that letter, did you decide to tell the truth?
Right.
And what did you do once you decided to tell the truth?
I had spoke with my lawyer.
And thereafter, have you met a few times with detectives?
Yes.
And have you met, we count those 2 minutes right back here, I guess 3 or 4 times with me, is that correct?
Yes.
Would it be fair to say you did that because you realized you had been caught?
Yeah, I've been caught and I got a conscience too. Now they don't know what my senses. Yeah, I got a conscience.
Lies.
I'm gonna play a video up here, Cornelius. You can turn a little bit, see it once we start playing.
Dude, you're free.
For the record, you're playing what's
Will
been
be,
marked as, what will be marked as
We are free.
number 5.
you can stop it right there. All right, Cornelius, what are we looking at?
Only the paper.
That's the day
Oh,
that we had saw Young Dolph and them Pully and Makita.
All right, so whose car is that?
That's Young Dolph's car.
All right, and you say we, who saw this car?
Me and Justin.
Well, let's back up then and tell me how you know Justin.
Do Go Van.
All right, and who is Govan?
Hernandez Go Van Quick. We know him by Quick.
Okay, who is Quet?
Associate.
All right, you say associate, is he younger or older than you?
Older.
What neighborhood does he hang out in?
Orange Mountain.
Does he live over there?
Yes, sir.
the flip pop.
You know what street his house is on?
Go Van Nate.
Right.
You familiar with that street?
Yes, sir.
Did you ever buy drugs from Mr. Govan?
Yes, I bought ecstasy.
Okay, would he sell you ecstasy pills? You ever heard the term like old head?
Nah.
Okay. Would you consider him sort of a older criminal figure in the neighborhood?
Yeah, I call him like a bro.
Okay. Did you have another guy in that neighborhood you used to hang out with too?
Yeah, Big Bobby.
Big Bobby. Is that Bobby Carter?
Bobby Carter, yes, sir.
How often would you be over there on Bradley Street?
I know that's just about every day.
Okay. So this was a hangout area, and you would buy ecstasy from Quet.
Quick.
How is it that you met Justin through Quet?
Oh, just, like being around, basically. Being around.
Would Justin be around Quet too?
Yeah, he'll be around quick.
Do you know why Justin would be around Quet?
They look at each other like brothers. And then just rap or whatever.
All right. You knew Justin to be a rapper?
Yeah,
Did you know his rap name?
straight drop.
And did you know Quet to be involved in, I guess, the rap business or something?
Called himself.
Okay.
Called himself.
What would he call himself as far as being in the business?
I guess a negotiator. I don't know.
A negotiator?
No, yeah.
Okay. Do you know whether or not he was trying to negotiate for straight drop?
I guess trying to get him a deal.
Okay. Do you know who he was trying to get him a deal with?
Oh, be juking him. Got him.
All right.
Rico.
You said Big Joke, is that correct?
Yeah,
You ever heard of the music label CMG?
yeah.
Is that Big Joke?
Rico.
Yeah, be juking him.
And his brother, right?
Yeah,
His brother's Gotti, is that correct?
yeah.
Okay.
All them bitch ass niggas, all these bitch ass clout chasing niggas running that Dolph shit told me I was tripping when I said this in the beginning, that this is a Rico case and CMG ass was in there. They said I was tripping, now they running my script. These niggas crazy. Ain't nobody forgot who the first nigga said this was a fucking Rico case. Now it's all coming to the light now, nigga.
Before this day, which is
What I was
in November of 2021, about how long had you been knowing Justin?
For 3 months.
A few months. About how many times do you think you'd been around them?
Salute, Queen.
Uptown, we done went to club together. You know, we been around each other a couple times.
Come on, man.
And for the record, I know that
Talking about $100,000 bounty. Where the fuck you got $100,000 from? Working for CMG. Come on, my nigga. Y'all see how they doing perfect? This nigga mix clean money with dirty business, nigga. That's fucking Rico all day, nigga. It's over. It's over for them. It don't matter that Juke got killed, and we don't know who killed Juke, nigga. That look real shady, nigga. Real
it's a
suspicious.
formality, but for the record, can you point him out in the courtroom and tell me what he's wearing and stuff?
Yeah, the young brother over there with the button-down shirt, blue and white button-down shirt.
If the record could reflect that he's identified the defendant, Mr. Justin Johnson, Your Honor.
Let the record reflect that the witness has identified the defendant in court.
So how did you get to be with Justin Johnson this day on November 17th, 2021?
We knew that, you know, they had a hit on Dolph and them head or whatever, so
Who had a hit on whose head?
Big Jug had a hit on Dolph head or whatnot, so.
How do you know that Big Jug had?
Nigga said they. Juke is not they. He's one person. Who had the hit, nigga? Come on. Nigga, Juke. CMG, nigga.
Had a hit on Dolph's head?
But Quit had told me about it. Quit.
Juke only one person. He said they.
How much money was it supposed to be?
100,000 on Dolph head.
And had you agreed to do this hit?
Yes, sir.
Had Justin agreed to do this hit?
Yes, sir.
We all gonna do it together?
Yeah, they been on it, boy. Yeah.
Was there any arrangements as far as splitting the money or anything?
Yeah, me and him supposed to be giving Quit 10,000 apiece.
All right, so you and him are gonna give Govan 10,000 apiece?
Yeah,
And how much were you gonna get?
I was getting 40, he was getting 40.
Had you spoken with Justin about this?
Yeah, we talked about it.
Okay. This was not something that just happened this day, but something that was in the process for weeks?
Yeah,
How did y'all hook up this day, if you remember?
he had pulled up to get me. He came and got me or whatever.
Where did he get you from?
He got me from my father's house.
Where's your father's house?
Lamont Sims.
Orange Mound area?
Yeah.
Had either you called him or he called you or anything like
He had
this?
called me the first time I missed the call. Then he called me back. I answered. He was telling me basically they were pulling up because we already knew what was going on.
When you say you already knew what was going on, you already knew what this is about?
Yeah, because we knew they were doing the turkey drive, so we was actually on our way to Westwood.
Had you and Justin talked about this particular day before?
Like, not the specific day. Like, we just knew that it was turkey drive going every day that week.
Okay. You knew that, the bear said you knew Dolph was involved in these turkey drives this week before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we didn't know we were going to catch him, but we knew he did his artists. You know, everybody had a hit on the heat. Everybody had a price on the heat.
From Jook?
Yeah, from Juke.
And that was going to be y'all's business this week.
Yeah, that was our meeting.
When he arrived at the house, do you remember what he was driving?
White Mercedes Benz.
Okay, had you seen that car before?
Nah, I ain't never saw that car.
Did you get in the car with him?
Yeah, I got me.
Was there anybody else in the car?
Nah, it was just me and Justin.
Were there any guns in the car?
Yeah, they was on the back seat in the bag.
Do you remember what kind of guns they were?
A Draco, handgun.
Okay. And Draco, Memphis, some type of bigger semi-automatic weapon, is that right? And then a handgun? Do you remember what you were wearing that day?
I had on some gray sweatpants, orange and white Jordan 1, and a blue Gap hoodie
The blue Gap hoodie
with a do-rag on.
with the do-rag on. Did y'all have gloves?
I had my own glue.
You had your own gloves?
He had his own glue.
When you got in the car, did you have your gloves on?
Nah, I ain't have no glue.
You said Justin had his own gloves?
Yeah, he had his gloves on. Black gloves.
He had his black gloves on before he
Watch
picked
them
you up.
from this.
Does he get out of his car and pick you up, or do you go up to the car? How's that work?
Nah, I got out the house, came out the house, got on in the car.
Okay. Off to do the mission.
Yeah, we should try to catch
Straight
somebody.
draws, no.
Try to catch one of the rappers
Yeah, one of them
at the Turkey Drive in Westwood.
in Westwood.
All right. What happens if y'all get in the car?
Oh, we went back on Bradley Street. He got some out of I think they were like a expedition truck that he had parked on Bradley Street. And then we took the back street. We was at Lamont Airways. We at the light.
So he picks up. Let me get this right. He picks you up in the Mercedes. Is that right?
Yeah,
But you go to Bradley Street.
yeah,
And is there an expedition already there?
yeah, expedition already there. Parked in the yard.
Do you know who parked that expedition there?
I guess he did.
Okay, well, we're not allowed to guess in here.
Well,
Okay. So
nah,
was
I
it,
ain't see him parking though.
okay. And what color was it?
White,
A white expedition.
yeah, white.
Did y'all do anything when y'all went to Bradley Street at that point?
He got some out the truck and then jumped back in the car.
I got you. So he gets out of the Mercedes at Bradley Street, goes into the expedition and gets something,
Yeah,
and comes back.
come back.
Do you know what he got?
Nah, I don't know.
Are y'all talking at this point?
Nah, we wasn't talking like 'cause he was on the phone at first, then he hung it up. But we wasn't talking about.
Now, y'all were cool with each other, is that right? You and Justin?
God.
He gets back in the white Mercedes.
Yeah, he get big in the white Mercedes. And we take the back street and get you and stuff to we was at Lamar Airways. We finna get on the expressway, going to the expressway.
Okay. Bradley to Dedrick, is that what you said?
Yeah,
And then y'all are gonna get on the expressway.
yeah, we finna get on the expressway on Airways.
Okay. But when this is Airways that we see,
Yeah, this Airways.
okay. What happens once y'all get to Airways?
We at the light. Y'all can come clean across the light.
How'd y'all know it was Dolph?
Everybody know, hey, Kai, on T cars and stuff.
Yeah. People in Memphis knew about that rap, right?
Yeah,
Camouflage white and green and blue rap.
camouflage.
That surprised you? See him like that?
Yeah,
Did you say anything or did Justin say anything?
we was like, there go dog right now.
All right. What did y'all do?
We received the trailer. Received the trailer.
So y'all are following him on Airways?
Yeah, right over the street.
And you saw the first part of this video, didn't you?
Yeah,
Did you see him pull off here to the cookie store?
yeah, he pulled in the cookie store.
What'd y'all do?
We made
This nigga say we proceed to trail him. What this nigga the police say? We proceed to trail him. This nigga
the
crazy.
block.
The fuck?
Made the block. Came with the bad boy. I jumped out. Started shooting.
All right. Well, let's back up here though. We saw him pull off of Airways to here. Is that right?
Yeah,
Y'all, can you see my little pointer?
yeah.
Y'all would be traveling this direction on Airways. Is that right? Then did y'all do a crazy U-turn or anything, or what'd y'all do?
Nah. We came with the back street.
Okay.
With the back street.
Following the clickers is what y'all did?
Yeah.
Okay.
We went to the light, made the loop around.
Did you see him get out of his car like this?
Nah, I ain't seen him get out the car.
See this nigga. See this nigga say straight drop kept getting on his phone, looking at his phone. See this nigga don't know. He just there for money. He don't know what the fuck. Straight. Somebody told straight drop where to be. You know what I'm saying? Straight drop knew where Dolph was going. He didn't just catch Dolph on no back street. Straight drop know that shit, but he ain't said shit, nigga. They didn't just catch Dolph on no back street. Straight drop knew exactly where he was going. And somebody was texting him on that damn phone, telling him something. Hold on, salute to our brother Warren Harris for the donation to the war chest. Revolution is a way of life. Appreciate the love, family. Salute. Straight drop. He got the last card in his hand. He could tell who told him where to
So
go.
y'all,
They ain't catch Dolph on no
Yeah,
back street and got lucky. Y'all don't even know how stupid that
stop it here.
That ain't the truth.
Me?
Do something. All right. We're gonna back up. I wanted to, back up a little bit. All right. First guy out of the car, who's that?
It's me.
That's you? Which one of the guns do you have?
I got the little Draco stab on.
Okay, that's that semi-automatic weapon, is that right?
Yeah.
You ever shot that thing before?
I ain't never shot one of them.
Okay. You can proceed, Iris. That's your Gap hoodie, is that right?
Yeah, it's me.
That's you. Who are you shooting at?
Young Dolph.
All right, now back it up again, Miss Iris, if you would. Back it up for Justin getting out of the car. All right, who's the second person here that got out of the driver's side?
It's just
He's got the smaller handgun, is that right?
yeah, the bad baseball, hey, bad pro baseball.
You're firing this crazy thing. What you see? What are you feeling?
I wouldn't feel nothing at the time. I ain't gonna even let it. I wouldn't feel nothing at the time. Out here.
Nigga was on drugs.
Trying to get some money? Bet you probably would have wasted on oxycodone and ecstasy. You shot that gun a bunch?
Right in and there?
Right then and there.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I shot. I won't.
Aiming for Dolph.
No, I ain't no.
Was he able to say anything to y'all, or was he able to run or get away at all?
I shot through the glass, so I wasn't close up on him. I was shooting through the glass.
Okay.
I saw him standing by the window. I just got out and started shooting.
Hey, motherfucker. Boy, the
Proceed
Memphis
until Justin.
Memphis police from the federal government wronged the motherfucker. This dude just told him that CMG, which is Big Jook, had a standing hit on the whole paper route family, bro. They ain't, what, is it still going? See, these motherfuckers here trying to stop Gotti from getting that RICO, but what this nigga saying, it's a standing hit. They weren't looking for Dolph. Anybody was going to get it. So this was a standing hit. Come on, man. This RICO, like, you can't take one man down. All them niggas supposed to go to jail.
Shoots.
Shit, that nigga used CMG to fund murder.
There with the handgun.
He used their
Who's that?
legal money to fund murder.
All right, you proceed. All right, you stop right here. It's Dolph's brother, Marcus. Did you know that he shot back at y'all?
I ain't noticed until we pulled out. There was a bullet hole in my side window. Oh, I told Jason, I'm like, man, I'm hit. He was like, I'm hit too. So I see I'm hit right here on my leg. And I see a bullet hole in my sweater. I said, damn, I'm hit. So we driving out, he was saying he was hit. I'm talking to him, making sure we on Rick, making sure he's straight. I'm like, you all right? He's like, yeah, I'm straight. But the bullet head went in my arm. It was a bullet in my back.
I'm gonna back up. You and Justin here are running to the white Mercedes, is that right?
Right.
You get in what side of the car?
I get on the passenger side.
And Justin gets back in the driver's side?
Yeah, he get back in the driver's side.
Y'all get in the car. You can watch the rest of the video here.
Damn, Dolph's brother almost killed
Did y'all see Marcus getting the second gun from his car?
Nah, but
them niggas was
we
hit.
pulled out, and I knew it was shots back. I was finna shoot back, but there were too many cars coming, and I didn't just want to hit no anybody.
Coward, nigga, that's why.
Because Marcus was shooting at y'all as y'all were leaving.
Oh,
down here, is that right?
man. I thought he wasn't just
And you would be in the car at this point,
He tried to kill them fools.
looking backwards.
Yeah, I was looking back, but we had, like, how we were driving, like how he was driving, he was all the way on the other side, but so I ain't.
Yeah, old Marcus an apology, man. He hit them niggas' ass up.
So the shots, all the shots that you fired were the ones we saw right here with Dolph. Is that right?
Yeah.
And Justin too.
Yeah.
He just wasn't
Y'all
on
didn't
point.
shoot back at
Like,
Marcus
mad
as
at
y'all
himself.
were
He was
driving.
trying to kill them niggas.
You say you got shot in the shoulder,
Yeah, I got hit in my shoulder, in my upper arm,
in the upper arm, shoulder area of
on my leg.
your right and your leg, and you realized you had been shot once you got in the car.
Yeah, once I got in the car.
Could you still have a scar from when you got shot in the arm? Is that right?
Yeah, right.
Mark, I have him step down and display this to the jury real quick. Come on, Mr. Sweet. Turn sideways here. Just walk down this way, backwards toward the wheel. Make your snap. All right. You and Justin jump back in the car. You've been hit in the shoulder
On my leg.
and in the leg. Justin may or may not have been hit, but said
Yeah,
something.
got scraped on your bit.
Scraped in the back. All right, what now?
We went back on Bradley Street.
Did y'all go to Bradley Street slow or fast?
Nah, we went back fast.
Okay.
We went fast. We were trying to get caught. So he gave me the keys to the expedition. So
He
he
gave you-
hauled the beans.
Who gave you the keys to the
Justin
expedition?
gave me the keys to the expedition.
Okay.
So I moved the truck out the way and he pulled the beans in the yard.
So the expedition, was it parked in the driveway of Bradley?
Yeah, we parked in the driveway.
And he gives you the keys to the expedition?
Yeah,
You get inside to move it?
yeah.
And then where does he put the Mercedes?
He put it like right there where the expedition in the front yard.
Okay, so the front driveway area
Yeah.
of Bradley, is that right?
Right.
What do you do next?
We jumped in the expedition. We was on our way to the gas station with FaceTime Juke. Let them know that was our work.
Who FaceTime Jook?
Justin had FaceTime Juke, spelling out dog. You know what I'm saying? Let them know that we did it.
And let's back that up. You say, let him know it was y'all's work.
Right.
You said somebody spelled out Dolph. Who spelled out Dolph?
Justin spelled out dog.
When you say spelled out Dolph, what do you mean?
Like the sign language.
With
Jailhouse sign
with,
language.
like this would be an O.
Nah, yeah, I think I don't know how to do it, but
Okay.
something like that.
All right, so there was some signing, then y'all just took care of Dolph. Was that short call, long call?
It was short.
Did you hear Jook say anything back?
Yeah, he'll get with us when he get done with the kids or get up on them.
He'll get with y'all when? I didn't hear that last
When
part.
he get up or finish with his kids or something like that.
But he was busy with his kids.
Yeah, something like
Gotcha. Gotcha, but he would get up with y'all after that. Okay. How are you feeling at this point?
that. He point out, I'm hurting because I was shot.
Where are y'all's guns at this point?
We had him in the backseat of the expedition.
Okay, so y'all brought them with you from the Mercedes to the expedition?
Yeah.
Were y'all still wearing your gloves, do you remember?
I don't remember.
So y'all are in the expedition. The FaceTime call with Jook has happened. What do y'all do? Where y'all headed? What y'all saying?
We went to the gas station, put some gas in the expedition truck first in the University Music area. Then Justin was trying to find somebody at the house we go, so we get cleaned up or whatnot.
All right. You needed some medical attention or something.
Yeah, he had called one of his partners. Justin had called one of his partners to bring me a wound kit or whatever.
Do you know who he called?
I don't know what he called.
Do you have your phone with you during this?
Nah, my phone. I had left my phone in the bin. I didn't say the bin.
All right. So when you got in the bins from your house, did you have your phone with you?
Yeah, I had my phone. I put it in the glove department.
Okay. When you got out to shoot Dolph like we saw, did you have your phone with you?
Nah, it was in the glove department of the bin.
Okay. Had you put it in the glove compartment so that it wouldn't be on you,
Yeah, I put it in.
but you forgot?
Yeah.
So when you and Justin in the expedition, you don't have your phone, but he has his.
Yeah.
Is he able to make contact with somebody to figure out how to get stuff or where to go?
He had called one of his cousins. He said whose house we went over in Whitehaven. So we cleaned up, trying clothes or whatnot. And Quit had called like, man, y'all gotta clean this stuff up. Quit had called. Now like, man, get my phone at the car. Get my phone at the car. Left my phone in the car. So he was like, all right, we need to move the car. That's what Quit was saying.
So we talked to Juke right after,
Yeah,
but Quet too.
yeah.
And do you remember whether or not the conversations with Quet happened before y'all got to his cousin's apartment or after?
Yeah, I can't recall.
Okay. But it was all close together.
Yeah, it was out.
And tell me again what Quet said during these conversations.
Yeah, we had to like get rid of that car. We had to move that car, get rid of it.
Because y'all had put this car in a driveway on Bradley, right?
Yeah, right across the street from your house.
Right across the street from where Quet lives.
West State. Right.
He said y'all need to move this.
Yeah, we gotta burn that junk up. Gotta get rid of it.
Y'all were busy trying to get yourselves taken care of that.
Yeah, we we changed clothes with them. I had pole peroxide on me and wrapped myself up, and I had to text my girl to come get me. Text her the address off of her Justin phone to come get me.
And let's get there, but you said that Justin had contacted his cousin about going to her place, is that right?
Yeah,
Is that Kiana Hopper?
yeah,
Did y'all in fact go to her place?
correct.
When y'all went to her place, what car were y'all in?
We was in the White Expedition.
When y'all get to her place, what do y'all do?
We went inside, changed clothes, and we was in there. She had helped me for a minute before the wound kick came. She was helping me out or whatever. We changed clothes, and the wound kick came. I was able to, put bandage on it and stuff like that.
I want to show you a video. See that person there?
Yeah.
Is that the White Expedition?
Yeah, that's the White Expedition.
Who's driving it?
I'm driving.
This woman that we had seen earlier that walks back, is that Justin's cousin?
Yeah, that's her.
Can stop it here. Driver just got out. Who's that?
That's me.
You got your shirt all messed up, don't you?
Yeah.
Why is that
I'm bleeding. I'm shot.
in the shoulder?
Yeah.
Go. And we saw somebody get out of the passenger side. Is that right?
Yeah, that's just.
All right. And play a little further. Gray sweatpants, black hoodie, and that hat we saw is Justin. Is that correct?
Correct.
Same outfits that y'all were wearing during the murder?
Correct.
Y'all go inside. Tell me what y'all do once y'all get inside.
We change clothes. We change clothes. We didn't talk too much to her about nothing that went in or nothing like this.
All right.
But we had change clothes or whatnot.
Tell me about your shoulder.
I was bleeding. Like, Like I was bleeding and stuff, so she gave me some peroxide and stuff, put on my shoulder, or and the wound keep pulled up. So I was able to bandage that junk up.
Wound kit, did you say pulled up or came up, is that
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
Justin gone outside?
yeah, he went outside to get the bag.
Play that next video. Do you know whose charger this is?
Nah, I don't know what y'all did.
Move on.
See that man that came out?
Yeah,
Who's that?
and just
He's taking off the hoodie, is that right?
taking out hoodie.
He doesn't have the hoodie on anymore, does it?
Nah, we had trying clothes.
What are these things in his hand?
Oh, that's the wound kit. Walgreens, baby.
It's got like a yellow, looks like a piece of clothing or something. Is that right?
Yeah,
And then the wound care bags.
yeah.
Does he come back in the apartment?
He come back in with the wound curve, the wound king.
And then wound care wise, what happens in there?
Oh, clean me up. We had cleaned each other up really good. Yeah, got scraped on the bed. I can see it. Yeah,
You got shot.
yeah, I got a shot.
He had
I
a
see
scrape.
right there. Yeah, he got scraped on the bed.
After y'all get patched up, y'all leave the apartment?
I had text my girl from his phone and sent her the address to come get me.
Okay, you had used Justin's phone to text your girlfriend?
Right.
When y'all talked to Quet and he told y'all to move the car, did you tell him anything about your phone?
Yeah, I told him to get my phone at the glove department, and he told me to meet him over at the car wash to get my phone or whatever.
Okay. We can play the video of y'all leaving now. Does your girlfriend, in fact, come to pick you up?
Yeah, she pulled up to get me.
Who's in the yellow hoodie?
It's just in the yellow hoodie, and me with the black.
And then Kiana again, is that right?
Yeah.
You're walking over here. What are you walking to?
I'm walking to my girl truck and just pulled up.
Okay. Is that a Chevy Trax? Is that right?
Yeah, it's 120 Chevy truck.
At this point, have y'all made arrangements as far as meeting up later or anything like that?
Yeah, I was actually finna go get my phone from Quick and go get me some pills because I was shot up, and he was finna go get the money from Julie. He supposed to, we
Is this the Chevy Trax?
yeah, it's a Chevy truck.
Justin there in the yellow?
Yeah.
Justin still in the elevator?
Yeah, it's just,
You in the car with your girlfriend?
yeah, I'm in the car with my girl.
Y'all go your separate ways at this point?
Yeah, we go out separate ways.
Where do you and your girlfriend go?
I went to meet Quick,
Where did you meet him at?
at the car wash.
Is that Pressure World?
Yeah,
Did you in fact meet him there?
yes.
What happened when you met him there?
I got my phone from him, and he was telling me that he heard that Dolph had shot one of us. Cause I had told him how he told me that he heard that Dolph had shot one of us, and that one of our blood was on the scene. And he had me that we have our face masks on and stuff.
Did you tell me you had your mask on?
Yeah,
Now, it wasn't actually Dolph that had shot one of you, was it?
nah,
It was actually the brother.
right.
Did you tell him that at the time?
Nah, I ain't know.
How long, was that the extent of the conversation you had with Quet at the time?
It was there, and then I had left, and he had called my phone. And he was like, he need to holler at me about something else, and he was finna pull up on me over my dad's house real fast. So I waited for him.
From the car wash, do you remember where you went?
I went to my dad's house.
And did he pull up at your dad's house?
Yeah, he pulled up at my dad's house.
Did y'all have a second conversation there?
Yeah, we had a second conversation, and I had asked him to give me some more money, so I give me some more pills.
Did he give you some more money?
Yeah.
Was there anything else relayed in that second conversation about Dolph's murder or?
He was just saying we just gotta get rid of the car. He was saying we gotta get rid of the car and stuff.
Quet was saying that y'all need to get rid of the car.
Yeah, we gotta get rid of the car.
That it was y'all's problem?
Yeah, it really was everybody's problem. He was just need to give us the key to that car so we can get rid of the car.
Okay. Justin had the keys to the Mercedes.
Yeah.
Now, when Justin left, did he tell you where he was going?
Now he ain't telling me exactly where you're going, but he supposed to got up with Juke and got back up with me.
Do you know whether or not he actually did get up with Joe?
I don't know.
When Justin left in the expedition, where were the guns?
They was in the truck with us.
In the truck? In the expedition?
See, Memphis police probably killed
Do you know what happened with those guns?
I don't know.
Have you ever seen them again at all?
I ain't even see Justin no more.
Did Justin ever tell you what he did with the guns?
Nah,
Did Quet ever tell you what happened with the guns?
nah.
You back at your dad's house, but you've been shot in the shoulder.
Yeah, I believe
How you feeling?
it's up. Like, I messed up, but I'm trying to go get these pills, but I pop pills anyway, so I know where to snap at. I know how to snap at.
Did you find some pills?
Yeah,
Did you take your pills?
yeah.
Do you remember that night? Did you sleep good? Sleep bad? How were you?
I had passed out the night. I had blacked out in the bathroom from too much blood or whatever.
Okay.
But my girl had got me back up and stuff like that.
Were you worried about your physical condition?
Nah, I wasn't worried because I knew long as I wasn't bleeding out the mouth, that I was okay. Long as I ain't no blood coming from my mouth, I'm straight. I've been shot before, so I was straight.
Was your girl worried about you?
Yeah, she was worried. I was just trying to get my money.
Were you afraid of the police maybe knock on your door?
Nah, I wasn't thinking about none of it, to be honest with you, because, you know, I thought, you know, if the car was gonna be out the way and stuff like that, like, I won't worry about none of it. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
This was a car that wasn't connected to you.
Nah, on the car,
Y'all wore gloves.
yeah, we had them gloves,
The guns were gone.
right?
This happened really fast,
Yeah,
in and out.
ain't nobody expecting to be me, so.
Ain't
I'm
nobody
beefing with them,
expecting it to be you. Is that what you
right?
said?
I wasn't beefing with them.
And that's true. You didn't have a beef with Dolph, did you?
I ain't even know dog. I ain't gonna even lie. I ain't had no beef with no bed.
Never met him a day in your
I
life.
just met him day in my life. I just wanted to know.
And we can call what y'all did here whatever we want to call it, but you're not a professional hitman or anything, are you?
Nah, I ain't none of it.
But y'all got offered money
Uh,
by somebody more powerful than y'all.
Yeah,
$40,000 is a lot of money to you.
at the time it was. It ain't. But at the time, you know, it was. My condition, it was.
In 2021,
Yeah.
when you were on the streets, ecstasy, oxycodone, your son had died some months before. $40,000 is a lot of money to you,
It was at the time.
even to do this bad thing.
Yeah, at the time it was.
After we go our separate ways, do you stay in touch? Do you and Justin stay in touch?
Well, I was hitting him up or whatever, trying to see what my money was. You know what I'm saying? He was telling me, Juke said, too hot right now. He gonna get with us and all that, too hot. Then, I had, like, when they found the car, before they found the car, Quay had gave me some money to buy a car cover to cover the joint up.
Because this car, you're talking about the white Mercedes?
Yeah, the white Mercedes.
It's left in the driveway of Bradley, is that right?
Yeah, Justin had somebody to push it back then. It was in the back then
Okay, so it went from the driveway of Bradley
to the backyard.
to the backyard of Bradley,
Yeah,
but it was still just sitting there.
yeah. So Quay gave me some money to buy a car cover the joint up. Same day they found it.
Had up to that point, other than it being pushed in the back, first of all, did you push it in the back or somebody else?
Nah, somebody else pushed it in the bed.
Did you go back to the car at all?
Yeah, I went back and wiped it out. Called myself wiping me down.
Cleaning it.
He clean.
So you were worried that maybe you left evidence in there.
Yeah, I worried. Cause I know I opened the door with no gloves on.
And when you cleaned it off, was it daytime or
It
nighttime?
was nighttime.
So your nighttime on Bradley,
Yeah.
cleaning out this
Shot it and
Mercedes.
everything. Yup. Shot it
You've
in.
been shot in the shoulder.
Yeah.
When you cleaned it down, was it still in the driveway or was it in the
Nah,
back?
it was in the backyard when I cleaned it down.
So it had already been pushed to the back.
Yeah.
Did you take anything out of the car?
Nah, I ain't taking them up.
Wiped it down and left.
Yeah, wipe down and left.
You were describing staying in touch with Justin, is that right?
Yeah.
To your knowledge, was he still in town or out of town?
My knowledge he was here.
And you had mentioned the money, is that correct?
Yeah.
And he had told you that Joke said it was too hot right now.
Yeah, it was too high right now.
But were you still interested in your money?
Yeah, I just wanted my money. I did the job, I just wanted my money.
Now, could you have gone to Joke and tried to get your money?
Nah.
Did you know him at all?
I had met with him, but you know, I ain't have no number on him.
How many times had you met with Joke?
Shit, one time he quit out.
At Quet's house?
He quit out.
And when did that happen? Before or after Dolph was killed?
It was before.
When that happened, was there conversation about these hits on the PRE rappers?
Yeah, really quick with doing all the talking, like, you know, just telling who out here to pray, how much everybody had on their head and stuff like that. And Juke just like agreeing, like, you know what I'm saying? He made her take our phone outside first before we started doing any talk.
Who all was there for this meeting at Quet's house?
It was just me, Quit, and Juke.
You, Quet, and Jook.
He really wanted to meet. I had pulled up about some XPs, and Juke was already in there.
Gotcha.
And Quit had started talking, you know what I'm saying, like, you see right here, and Juke like, hold up, phone's outside. So he said, I have phone outside.
They came back in?
Yeah, now, Quit took the phones outside in the church. Me and Juke was already in hell, but Quit came back in and started talking.
At that time when you met with Jook, is that the first time that anybody's talked about money on Dolph's head?
Now, the first time, it was just Quit by himself.
So this had come up before with Quet,
Yeah,
and then comes up again with Quet and with Jook.
right.
When did you, in that timeline, so first just Quet, next Quet and Jook.
Right.
When did you met Justin in that timeline?
Oh, you like right around the same time, you know what I'm saying?
As the first time when it was just Quet, or the second time when it was Quet and Jook?
Like in between the first and the second time, I had like Quit had put me and Justin together, basically.
Okay.
That's how I met him. Quit.
Jook's the money man calling the shots.
Yeah,
Quet puts you and Justin together.
right.
And you and Justin are cool with each other
Yeah,
and interact with each other over the months. You said at least 5 times.
it was on.
You're trying to, now we're back after the murder, you're trying to get your money.
Right.
You're having conversations with Justin, is that correct?
Yeah, I was teasing his phone like, you know what I'm saying? I need their money for the party, you know what I'm saying?
Are there times that you're trying to communicate with Justin and in fact you're communicating with somebody else?
I ain't know it, you know what I'm saying? At the time, I ain't know.
Okay. Did you come to find out that Jamarcus Johnson had Justin's phone after the murder?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I found that out. I got locked up.
When you were communicating with Justin, okay, these times when Jamarcus had his phone and doing 3-way stuff or whatever, what was the substance of those conversations?
Oh, first time I was on the way back from Atlanta, and he said he had got a little package from his homeboy, so we could have some money in our pocket or whatever. And I was coming back from Atlanta, so I like, I like 2 hours out. So I like, man, I don't want to just put it in the mailbox. But he said he had a letter with it too. And I know it'd be too many folks in my dad's neighborhood, so they'd be seeing what put in the mailbox and go back. So I told him to give it to the lady next door who like a grandma figure to me or whatever. And he gave her $500 in a letter.
$500 in a letter.
Yeah.
And obviously you're supposed to get $40,000,
Right.
but you got $500 in a letter.
You saying right here, yeah.
And what was the substance of the letter?
Saying that Juke said that if we get caught up, you gonna make sure we have the best lawyers and all that old stuff. Be hot right now.
And this first payment is when you get back from Atlanta.
Yeah.
How did you get into Atlanta?
Me and my girl had went out there after after they found the cop. We went on out there.
Okay, get scarce.
Yeah. I got scared. I got on them.
Did y'all drive out there?
Yeah, we drove out there.
Stay in a hotel?
Yeah, stayed in the hotel.
About how long were you gone?
I was gone a couple days. I ain't had any more money on me.
Run out of money, you gotta come back.
Yeah, I gotta come back.
And you come back, do you pick up that money from the old woman?
Yeah, I picked up the money from her, and I saw how much it was. I'm like, hell no. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You could spend that on pills in one day, I bet.
yeah, it's over with. Yeah, I could bet it.
What'd you do with the letter?
I flushed down the toilet at the hotel room.
All right, is that the only time you got any money from Justin?
Now, a couple days later, I was in the city or whatever, and he was saying that he was gonna have his folks pull up on me, bring me some money or whatever, hold me down. So dang, he been pulled up about 20, 30,000 leave, you know what I'm saying? But I had my girl to get out the car, and she met the person that was driving on the street or whatever. I had her to have her face mask on, and she said they had their face masks on, so we don't know who it was, but they gave her $300.
$300.
Yeah.
Okay. This is from Justin's folks.
Yeah, this was just folk.
All right, so now we've been paid about $800.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Is there any other payment coming?
All the payments stopped then.
All the payments.
Everything stopped.
Is there any time that you or your girlfriend or anybody received a large payment?
Nah.
How much longer passes until you're arrested about?
Probably about a week after I had saw that when I saw Quick. He was telling me that we had to meet up at the restaurant or whatever to get over with you, get my money or whatever.
All right, so tell me about this again. I'm sorry.
I was in South Memphis to give me some pills.
South Memphis, okay.
And I ran into Quick. He was going one way, I was going the opposite way. And he blew the horn, and I pulled on over to the side because Bobby had OD. So I was giving him my condolences and stuff too.
We had talked earlier about this guy. You hung out on Bradley Street a lot,
Yeah,
and so did another guy named Bobby Carter. Is that
Yeah.
right? And he was a friend to you,
yeah, it was my associate.
and he was a friend or maybe even a relative to Mr.
Well,
Govan,
Yeah,
and he had actually died of a drug overdose.
yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. So you're talking with Mr.
So
Govan.
I was giving my condolences because, they said they were like brothers. So I was giving my condolences about Bobby ODing or whatever. And he was like, man, he gonna get my money. He gonna get my money. He like, when last time I spoke to Justin? I like, man, it's been a minute. And he was like, police had just ran in Justin's spot or whatever, and I need to get rid of my phone and all that. And he asked me for a number on me so he could get with me.
And that is how we started your testimony, right? We started with this conversation the day before so that you were arrested. Is that right? So we've come full circle on that. I have some still shots and photographs I want to pass to you. Ask you what's in here, Mr. Smith. Council signature on it. What am I looking at there, Mr. Smith?
Photo of me and Justin
And you,
shooting that dope.
all right, you place that face down on that table next to you.
Photo of me and Justin running away from the shoot after we got done shooting the dope.
Running back to that white Mercedes.
Running back to the car.
You place that down on top of that.
Photo of me and Justin in Whitehaven, going to get cleaned up after the shooting.
Part of that video we watched.
Yeah,
And are you the one with the messed up shirt?
yeah, I got my shirt up. I got my hoodie up, my blue hoodie up. And I got one of my arm, his arm, leaning down like this because I'm shot.
Put that face down.
It's the house on Bradley where we parked the car across the street from Courthouse.
You place that down.
It's the car we was in when we saw Dolph and them, and when we did the killing.
And
Oh,
is that when it's in the back of Bradley?
yeah, this where it was there when I went and wiped it down in the backyard of Bradley Street.
You place that face down. Now this house that was across the street from Quet's, had there been a rap video filmed there?
Yeah, Justin had shot a rap video there.
Justin shot a rap video actually in front of that house. Is
Yeah,
that
from
correct?
the house.
And were you actually in the rap video?
Yeah, I was in that video. Justin, I was money up at the house in the video.
All right, you place that down. Sorry.
Justin on the elevator.
So wearing the same outfit as he was during the shooting?
Yeah, side on.
You can place that face down.
Just on the elevator.
You can place that face down.
Just loading up the road.
Loading up to roll.
Yeah, roll.
He's got his luggage and he's ready to get out.
Got his money. Go ahead.
Find his photograph.
That be just.
And to your knowledge, is Big Joke now deceased?
Yeah, he deceased.
All right, have those marked as stakes and X numbered exhibits.
No objection.
First picture is a picture of the defendant Lucas shooting at Dolph. We will mark that as exhibit number 6. Next picture is the witness in whom he is identified as defendant running away from the scene. Exhibit number 7. The next photo is a picture of 3 people with the white expedition parked outside of what appears to be a apartment complex. We'll mark this as exhibit number 8. The next photo is a picture of a house, front yard, driveway to the left of the house with people in the backyard. We'll mark this as exhibit number 9. Next picture is a picture of a white Mercedes. We'll mark this as exhibit number 10. The next picture is a picture of whom's been described as the defendant, Justin Johnson, with an orange baseball cap on, holding a couple of wads of money. We'll mark this as exhibit 11.
Salute to our brother Vincent Brown for the donation to the war chest. Revolution is a way of life. Appreciate the love, family. Salute.
The next picture is who the witness has described as Justin Johnson standing in the elevator. Mark this as exhibit number 12. The next picture is a picture of who the witness has described as Justin Johnson standing in the elevator with the black gym shoes on, with the white thing on top, with gray sweatpants on and a dark colored hoodie and the black cap. We'll mark this as exhibit number 13. The next picture is what the witness has described as Justin Johnson in his yellow sweatshirt standing on the outside of the elevator with packed luggage. We'll mark this as exhibit number 14. And the next picture is a picture of a gentleman with bald head, hoodie on, with on front of the hoodie is marked CMG, and that's been described as Big Joke by the witness. Mark that as exhibit number 15.
Permission to publish these as I ask him some questions, Your Honor. We're going in order for the record, starting with 6. This clicker is very difficult to use. Right here first is this
That's me.
Gap sweatshirt, Draco,
Yeah, great thing.
gloves.
Love.
Got those Nikes on.
Yeah. Orange and white night.
Black sweatshirt, gloves. What kind of hat is it?
A bad pro.
That's Justin.
Yeah, just
You understand, or do you understand, as you identify these pictures, not only are you saying that Justin's guilty of murder
like I'm
when the
guilty.
contract hit, but you're saying you're guilty too.
Yes, sir.
Isn't that truth?
Yes, sir.
Running back to the car. Who's that?
That's me. It just
That's 2-lane apartments.
yeah. That's me. Like, it just
And the third person?
is good. It's the house on bread.
House on Bradley.
Park the car.
Driveway for the house.
Yeah, that's the driveway.
You used to hang out with Bradley every day.
Just about.
Orange Mound,
Yeah,
close to where y'all killed Dolph.
yeah.
Now, where does the car end up?
It went from the front to the big yard.
See these people walking?
Yeah,
Does the car end up way back here?
yeah, way back up.
Is that where it was when you wiped it down?
Yeah, that's where it was.
The car?
Yeah, that's the car.
Now, had you ever seen Justin in that car before?
I ain't know something.
Do you know how he got the car?
I don't know.
Do you know when he got the car?
I don't know.
Is that?
It just,
Is this from that music video?
yeah, from the video.
Now, is that music video filmed a few weeks before this murder?
Yeah,
And you said you were actually in the video too, is that right?
yeah,
You wearing a mask in the video?
yeah, I had on mad.
This house here, right here,
Yeah, that's on Bradley Street.
is that the same house?
Yeah, that's the same house.
Is that that driveway we were just looking at?
Yeah.
Is that
It's just,
same outfit as when y'all committed the murder?
yeah, it's the same thing.
Is that
It just,
same outfit?
yeah, same outfit. It just, oh, no, leave.
Oh, not to leave.
It be you.
CMG, Big Joe.
Yeah.
record, Mr. Hagerman went through those exhibits in order.
Thank you, ma'am. This attorney's gonna ask you questions now, you listen, you answer, okay?
Mr. Evans, I think we need to take about a 10-minute break.
Yes, Rob.
Come back and ladies and gentlemen, let's take about a 10-minute break, something very quick, allow you to refresh yourselves, and we'll come back.
Salute.
Right?
Correct.
Mr. Evans?
Thank you. Good afternoon, Mr. Smith.
Good afternoon.
My name is Luke Evans. I represent Mr. Jonathan in this case. So I'm going to be asking you a few questions, okay?
Yes, sir.
If there's anything I ask you don't understand, just let me know. If you can't hear me, it shouldn't be a problem. But if for some reason you can't hear me, just let me know, okay? So you started out today saying, and I think ended by saying you're here to tell the truth, right?
Correct.
And just to be clear, you know the difference between a truth and a lie, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, you said you started meeting with law enforcement, but December 9th, really the day you got picked up, and the day after you got picked up in South Haven, right? Or the same day?
Nah, I ain't meet, like, what you mean by meet back?
I mean, they sat down and interviewed you in a room.
Yeah, I
Right.
talked to them.
And did you tell them the truth?
Nah.
Right? Because specifically, they asked you whether or not you'd ever seen that Mercedes,
Right.
and whether you'd been in it, right?
Right.
And you said, never been in it, never seen it, never been in it with Justin Johnson,
Correct.
right? Okay, just to be clear.
Correct.
How about how many times would you say you've met with the state law enforcement included, right? In preparing to testify to that?
Couple times, three, 4 times.
Okay.
4 times.
Does that include are you including that time back in December, right, when you were picked up?
Nah.
Okay. So 3 or 4 times since, right? And one of the times you met with them was in March of 22. You remember meeting with them then? Sometime around then?
I don't know the exact months and stuff like that. I got my lawyer in March, so I don't know. I can't just pinpoint exactly what month.
Well, I'll say it like this. You started out with a different lawyer and you ended up with the lawyer you have now, right?
No, sir. No, sir. He was never hired.
Okay, well, you got paid.
No, he did not get paid.
Did you get paid?
No,
Didn't you get $50,000?
he did not. He ain't signed my jacket saying he represented.
No, what I'm asking
I
you.
just talked to him.
That's not what I'm asking you.
Right. You asked
He
me.
got
Said I had a
$50,000.
Oh, wait a
different
minute.
lawyer. So,
Hold on, just a second. Ask your question, wait for a response.
yes, ma'am.
The original lawyer in your case got $50,000 to represent you. Did he not?
I don't know exactly how much you got. I don't know. I
Okay.
can't say.
All right. And you knew that, just we're all clear here, that money came from CMG, right?
Yeah, I don't know exactly who, but yeah.
All right. So you talked today, you got paid for what you just testified to, didn't you?
After I was locked up,
You got paid,
my
right?
lawyer was paid. Lawyer.
You got $50,000 to pay a lawyer, right?
I didn't get it in my hand. Correct. I don't know how much it was, but correct, my lawyer. got paid.
Okay. And there's no question that that money was for services rendered. Killing Dolph.
Based.
You took it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Did your conscience bother you?
Come on.
Your conscience.
After I came to my senses, yeah.
Did you say, I can't have that money? I can't use that money, but you still got a lawyer here.
Nah, I ain't say that. I ain't
You
say
took
that.
the money.
Yeah, I took the money. I got the money.
Your conscience wasn't bothering you that bad, right? You said your conscience started bothering you, but not bad enough not to take the money for the job you did.
Well, I had already did it, so might as well. You know, I got a conscience still after I came to my senses.
Right. Okay. So, you didn't think, man, I really shouldn't be able to keep money for killing somebody.
I ain't think like that.
Now, at the end of this, you said, you're direct. You said something about, you saw a picture of the person, you said Mr. Johnson with a suitcase. And you said he's there with his money getting out of town.
Right.
To be clear, you don't have any direct knowledge of Justin Johnson getting a dime for this, right?
Nah, I ain't got nothing.
Okay. So you can't say he's leaving with his money, right?
Right.
Okay. Now, a couple other things specifically. When you, as you say it, let's kind of put a timing on this. So you said March, you got your current lawyer, and you went back and met with the government again, right?
Go
Or the state.
Yeah,
Wow.
I don't know what month. Like I said, I can't say what
Okay.
like they win.
But I told you you met with law enforcement around March 13th of 22. Does that sound about right?
I can't put the date on it. I ain't
Okay.
even counted it now.
Well, let me ask you this. You said you had a change of heart and your conscience started getting to you. You wanted to tell the truth. When did that happen?
Like a couple months after I sobered all the way up, while I was in jail,
Okay.
sobered all the way up. I ain't in my senses like it was wrong.
Okay. So you got December is when you go to jail. December 9th.
Yeah, December 9th.
So a couple months from then. You sober up, that's when you come to your senses.
Yeah, and then Justin had sent me a letter saying.
Well, I'm not asking you what Justin sent you a
I'm
letter
saying
saying.
what automatically made me come to my senses and like, you know, it was wrong. You know what I'm saying? When he said, cut him loose, take the juke, and quit down with me.
Okay. So you're saying Mr. Johnson sent you something saying, he actually said he didn't do it, right?
Now, he ain't say he didn't do it. He said, cut him loose.
That nigga crazy, boy. This nigga, him, Nino Brown, it's bigger than me. That nigga say straight drop, send him a letter, cut him loose, take down, quit, and juke. Damn.
And take the juke and quit down with me because they ain't messing with us.
Oh, you mean tell the truth? Because he didn't have anything to do with it. Tell the truth.
Nah, he's saying me take the downfall.
Oh, okay.
Cut him loose, let him go.
Okay.
And tell them get quit and him change clothes and quit with me instead of him.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Did you get it directly from Justin Johnson, this kite you're talking about?
Like, you know, we got rock me in the store, but we were talking through the vent. I was in E part, he was in E part. We were talking through the vent.
That's stupid.
Did you get it directly from Justin Johnson?
Nah.
Did you see him write
it? Did I get it? He said, did you get that? Did you get that kite?
Did you see him write it?
Nah, I ain't see him right. I'm in another part. We
Right, you can't even see him.
But he asked me, did I get that kite?
Okay.
He sent me more than one. He sent
Don't get
another
me
one.
wrong
He
there,
said he
lawyer.
got 7K. I could take that. I'll leave.
Where's that?
I don't know where it's at.
You lost it?
Nah. I sent it on out to my folks.
Okay,
Sent
all
it
right.
on out to my folks, my sister.
Okay. So you started telling the truth then. So surely by August, you met with the state in August 10th of 22. Surely by then you're telling the truth.
Yeah, you know, tell the truth.
And you would agree with me, the truth doesn't change. It's the truth, right?
Yeah, it's the truth. You know, quit, brought me in and set me up for the police to capture me. So might as well tell the truth. If we gonna tell the truth.
Okay. So today, for the first time ever, you testified that you wiped that Mercedes down.
Yeah.
You've never said that before.
No, I ain't know.
You've never told them. You never told them that you wiped that Mercedes down?
I never told detectives when I talked to them. Nah.
Why would you not tell them? They've asked you every question under the sun about this case, right?
I said detectives. I never admitted that I was involved to detectives when I first got locked up December 9th.
You know they take notes and they recorded your entire interview
Right.
from August.
Right.
Why didn't you tell them in August you wiped the car down?
We were talking about so much, you know, we slipped my mind from.
And they specifically asked you, and you said
They ain't asked me to get away from cutting in it. They ain't specifically
You don't recall them asking you and you saying Justin said he had someone wipe the car down.
Yeah, he told me he had somebody to wipe the car down too.
But you didn't think to ask him,
I
right?
told him that I wiped it down. He said he used the right stuff because I got somebody else to wipe it down. You know what I'm saying?
So now you're saying you told Justin that you went and wiped it down.
Yeah, I told him too.
Why didn't you tell that
Dinner, man.
to law enforcement who's seeking the truth from you, right?
You know, stuff slip a person mind too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Kind of an important detail.
like they ain't asked me the other way to be cutting him, so
You don't think so?
I don't recall.
Well, your fingerprints are on that car,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
So when did you go do that?
Like a couple days after the shooting.
Did you tell Quet? Did you go by Quet's house?
Yeah, I had called quick and told him that I was finna walk in their backyard so he'll know who walking over there. I ain't called him.
So you called him, you let him know, you walked through his backyard.
Not through his backyard. That I was finna walk in the backyard where the car was in.
Okay. Why would you need to tell Quet you were going to be at the car across the street?
Because he got cameras. So I ain't want him to think nobody trying to get him or nothing to get shooting at me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, let him know what's up.
And just to be clear, does he have cameras on the abandoned house, or you're just saying shooting out from facing out from his house?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But testimony today is you called Quet and told him you were going to go over there and wipe that car down. Okay. And you didn't tell law enforcement that either. Does that surprise you that you wouldn't have told them, hey, I even called Quet and told him I was going to go over and do it?
Nah, because, you know, like I say, stuff slip a person mind at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, when law enforcement talk.
That's a nice tactic. He done got hit with so much bullshit. He picking a frivolous thing to try to trip him up with something frivolous. He needed to beat him a little bit because he don't have nothing.
To me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't just finna remember everything bit for bit right then and there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, 3 or 4 times, as you said it, right? To meet with him, to go over it, to think about it. You were able to talk with counsel before you went into this. You were able to look at paperwork before you went in, right?
Before I went in with.
And met with him.
Yeah, what you mean though? What you saying? Like, What you saying?
It just slipped your mind.
Now, what you saying? Like,
No,
what slipped my mind? What you saying?
To tell them all the details.
Yeah, I couldn't just remember detail like that.
Because it's hard to keep up with details when you're lying. You would agree with that, right?
Nah, when you tell them the truth, like, and you're
Okay.
nervous, like, it's hard to keep up with detail.
So you're saying that one just slipped your mind. Okay. You didn't bring it up, they didn't ask you. You just slipped your mind. Okay.
I answered the questions they asked me correctly, you know, like, if they ain't asked me, if I don't recall them asking me, I ain't answering.
So law enforcement specifically asked you about this $800 that you got after the shooting, right?
Right.
And today, I just want to make clear, you're saying that $500 was hand delivered by Justin with a letter to your neighbor.
Right.
And her name, just to be clear, is Vivian Fifi, right?
Correct.
Lives next door to your dad.
Correct.
And you know that happened, correct?
Correct.
You say you were on the phone with Justin and Miss Fifi when that was happening.
Correct.
And to confirm that Miss Fifi actually got the money.
Correct.
Okay? Now, but you would agree with me that's not the story you first told law enforcement, right?
I don't recall.
You don't recall?
I can't say he's correct in that, because I don't know what I told them, like, when I first talked to them.
But is that the truth?
I can't recall the interview that I had with them back then, so I can't say it's correct or it's not.
Okay. Well, did you tell them that you told them the truth, right?
Yeah, I told them the truth.
All right. So in that same interview, if that's the truth with Miss Fifi, in that same interview earlier, why would you tell them that some masked man came in a Chrysler 300 on 2 occasions?
No, I
and
did
said,
not say that.
You didn't say that.
I didn't say that earlier. I did not say that. Yeah, the madman on 2 occasions came.
You didn't say that.
Justin dropped it off to Miss Fifi the first time, and he had somebody with a mask on the second time with $300. That's what I said.
So if that interview recording's got your voice saying that you and Angela backed up in the driveway next door and on 2 separate occasions, the first time somebody brought $500 and your girlfriend Angela got out and got it and you stayed in the car, and then on another occasion, which is what you said today, somebody bought $300 and Angela got out and got it. You're saying that's just not it. Like, you didn't say that. Somebody else jumped in your interview that was recorded and said those things.
Yeah, I don't remember saying all that. I can't recall the interview. Like, I got to hear it for me to say, yeah, you know, I said, yeah, I got to hear it.
Okay. But if you were telling the truth, you wouldn't have any trouble, right?
No.
Going, did I say that or not?
At this point, he ain't got no.
Because you know you didn't say it because you told the truth.
I'm telling the truth. I'm telling
This time or that time?
I've been telling the truth all the time, all along.
Okay.
Since it's after, might as well tell the truth.
A couple of things. You had only two conversations. Well, let me back up. You had one conversation at Quet's house where Chook was there, correct?
Correct.
Justin wasn't there.
Nah, he won't know.
And then you said you had an earlier conversation with just you and Quet about the Dolph hit, correct?
Correct.
Now, this conversation that you had at Quet's with Juke was there. I think you said you went to buy X pills.
Correct.
You weren't going over there for the specific purpose of saying you wanted a chance at killing Dolph.
Nah.
Did you ever, during that meeting that you had with Jook and Quet present, did you ever say that you could get up on Dolph real easy because you know where his aunt lives and you see him over there at least once a week?
No.
Never said that.
That was it.
Now, you've testified today that no promises were made, right? But you're expecting to get consideration.
No.
No? You're not expecting to get any consideration for your sentence in this case, based on what you're doing here today.
But I know I'm going to jail anyway, so.
Okay.
Maybe we can get it off my chest, feel good. Start my healing process.
Not what you told your sisters when you wrote them back in March of 22.
Probably not.
You lied to them?
I say anything. I don't know.
Now we're getting somewhere. You'd say anything.
I'm saying like in the letters because I know for sure they taking my letters and stuff. So
That was good. That was
You told them my lawyer is trying to tell me my best out is working with the feds, helping them, something I've never done in my life.
yeah.
So you're telling them I didn't do this. I didn't really do it. But I'm going to say I did it so I can get out of prison.
Nah, I ain't saying it like that. I ain't saying it like that. Like I'm saying like it's my best out to be honest and stuff like that. And, you know what I'm saying? Like be truthful because they already know. So if they already know, why play with these folks? And they already know.
And then you said, just so on that point, your lawyer, he said that's the only way I will not do life in jail.
Yeah, if I said that then, you know, if you know what I said, if I wrote that, I said that. So I ain't finna say I didn't write that.
And then you say that you're hoping essentially not to do any time because your lawyer that you have now was responsible for getting one of the people in the Holly Bobo case out without doing any jail time.
Yeah, I told them his history, you know what I'm saying, like his history, but what he did in the past ain't got nothing to do with this.
No? So you weren't expecting to walk free after today? That's not what you were expecting?
After them folks kept telling me I ain't going, I said forget it, you know what I'm saying, like, I mean, it is what it is, I'm being real, so it is what it is, I feel better now.
Okay. Because you told your sisters, they got to let me walk free if I make any deals with them.
And my sister and they green, they don't know nothing about no, man, them folk teachers and stuff like that, they green, they don't know nothing about no jail time or nothing like that, so, you know, we just praying, hoping for the best outcome, you know what I'm saying, like, we just leaving in God's hand.
Why would you lie to your family? I mean, you had this this head of conscience after you got clean, right? Right?
Yeah, it basically like speaking into existence, you know what I'm saying? Like hoping for the best, you know what I'm saying? Outcome, you know what I'm saying? Faith.
Exactly. Hoping to walk free if you go in and testify in this case, right?
Yeah, before I talk to them folks and stuff like that, like before I talk to them, they were telling my sister, them like, man, I ain't never did no police ass shit, but you know what I'm saying? Quit already told them everything. They already knew everything, so I might as well, you know, tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? Tell my road, tell his road, you know what I'm saying? So be honest.
Wait, and you bring up Quet in this letter. You even tell your sisters that when you saw Quet on December 8th It was like he had a limited time to find somebody to pin this on. I'm like, what?
Hey, you know, I was just getting locked up, right? So I wasn't finna say, yeah, that was me. I'm not finna say, yeah, I know that was me or nothing like that. Any letter. I'm not finna do it. I'm not finna do it.
You hadn't just got locked up. Agreed? You got locked up in December. This is in March.
Yeah, but I'm still just locked up over here. I came over here in January 11th. So I'm over here now, and I know, man, everything I do, say, whatever, right, they might intercept it. They might listen up. They listen on the phone, so I can't talk like I really want to. You know, letters of me.
You repeatedly say in these letters to your sisters that you didn't do this, and you're only going to lie to get yourself a deal. Fair? Whether it was true, whether you say you were lying to them or not, that's what you said here.
Right. I said it in that letter once again. I just got over it. I know my case over. I ain't talked to no state or nothing like that. I ain't talked to nobody. So I'm not finna admit to doing nothing in no letter, knowing they might interfere in it. Take it.
You met with law enforcement in December, on December 9th, on the day of your arrest.
Yes, sir, I did.
And within days of writing this, and maybe before then, you didn't remember. In days of writing this, you're back meeting with law enforcement.
December the 9th?
In March 13th.
You said December the 9th.
You met with them December 9th?
December the 9th. March.
You're back meeting with them March 13th of 22. Days after writing this letter to your sister, or these letters to your sister.
Well, if it was after I wrote that to my sisters, then I wasn't gonna confess because you said I wrote that before I met with them, right?
So I guess what you're saying that is when you met with law enforcement, if it was in March, that you realized you weren't going to lie and you decided to tell the truth then.
To law enforcement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So this issue about the $50,000 we talked about earlier, you went into a proffer sometime in March and lied about the $50,000.
What you mean?
You didn't tell them that you had gotten $50,000 for killing Dolph.
I didn't tell them because that was for my lawyer.
Okay.
That was for my lawyer. So I ain't tell them right then and there.
And then in August, you and your lawyer have to appear for another proffer, and you have to clear that up because you lied.
Yeah, I kept it G. Like, you know, yeah, my lawyer told me that the best thing to do, just be honest. That is.
Okay. But you still weren't honest, even after meeting with them the first time. And then in August, you meet with them again.
Hold up, what you mean I wasn't honest after meeting with them? Hold up, what you
In March. You lied about the money in March.
in March? Like, what? Why I lie about some money?
You didn't tell them you got any money for killing Dolph.
Nah, look, when I spoke to my lawyer, and my lawyer told me to be honest, I was honest with them.
Okay.
I was honest with them. I told them about the 800, so I ain't tell them I got no money for killing Dolph. I told them about the 800. So how I didn't tell you that?
Now, you originally even tried to get your girlfriend to lie for you, right? With an alibi, Angela.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Who's Letitia Jackson?
That's my baby mom, my kid mom.
Okay. Now, I think you said, well, let me ask you this. Was the day that you shot Dolph, the day before that, did you know you were going to shoot Dolph?
Nah, I ain't know nothing about all this, but I ain't know we were gonna catch Dolph or nothing. But the next day was the day we caught Dolph, that was my baby girl's birthday, to be honest.
Okay.
And I know I told her about a house, buying them a house and all that because I knew if they already had hits on everybody's head and we was out looking for somebody. We didn't know we were gonna catch dog. We didn't know who we were gonna catch.
Is that why it was a particularly big day for you?
What you mean big day?
Well, you text Miss Jackson, let's see, 9:05 a.m. on November 17th, 2021, you say, good morning. I went to sleep in the midst of texting you to knowing today is my big day.
My baby birthday. My daughter's birthday.
November 17th?
Yeah, my daughter.
You went and killed a man on your daughter's birthday?
Hey, I'm trying to make it right for her. I ain't have no money. I'm trying to get some money that day. So I'm trying to make sure my baby girl, man, have a beautiful birthday. So it was whatever. Me, I'm trying to get out on pills. It was whatever.
But you're telling her you're going to buy her house, you're going to give her $10,000 for rent?
I said, this
Right.
day before.
The day before.
Yeah, you know, I can tell female lie, you know what I mean? Like, that's my baby mama. I was trying to get back with her or whatever. It ain't just like, you know, it's just game. You know what I'm saying? It's just game. And about all, like, just game.
So you're just lying to her too?
I ain't saying lying. I ain't gonna say that. Game and lying is two different things because I
Okay.
ain't, you know, tell the person what they want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Tell the
Like
person-
these fine people.
Nah, I don't know them. I don't know them. So, ain't got no reason to let them know that.
So if it's game, it ain't a lie.
I ain't trying to run game on nobody in here, man.
You sure?
I put myself in the murder, so I don't worry. Make sense, man.
But you think you're walking.
I ain't saying I'm walking. That folks just told me, them folks been told me I'm doing time, so, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
So at the shooting itself, I just want to be clear on this. You say Justin got shot.
You got scraped on the back.
Explain to me the difference between a scrape and getting shot.
Like, you know, when you fall and you scrape your knee or something, like, it glazed your back, like, glazed. Like, it glazed my leg, and I got hit, and it went in my back.
Okay, so you're saying a bullet grazed when you say
Yeah.
scrape. I just want to make sure I understand. Okay, so you're saying Justin got grazed, a bullet grazed on his back.
Yeah,
Was he bleeding?
yeah, he would bleed, but it wasn't like mine was, like, no heavy like mine was.
How much was your leg bleeding a lot?
Yeah, my leg was bleeding a little bit. Like, you can see the skin, you know what I'm saying? Scab, skin, and stuff like that. But it was just glazed, but my arm went in and rested in my back.
And you said that when you went to Keona's house, that she did some wound care on you and Justin.
We helped each other. All of us helped each other.
Okay, so you wiped Justin's back down?
Yeah,
that spot?
she would help him with a towel, and, you know, we helping each other. Helping each other.
Okay. And I think you said when y'all got to Keona's house, you changed clothes when you went in,
Yeah,
both of you.
yeah.
And then you identified a person you said with Mr. Johnson that came out and then stuck his head in a charger, but you were in the house. But you said that was.
He came out and got the wound kit.
So did y'all do the wound care before changing clothes or after you got the wound kit?
Before the wound kit came, we had a towel and soap and stuff and peroxide. You know what I'm saying? We were doing it like this.
Okay. When you met with Juke and Quet, Quet was doing most of the talking. Go back, right?
He talked.
And you testified earlier about this, just to be clear, Govan before the hit on Dolph, before you did it, had already negotiated with you to get $10,000.
Yeah, from me and 10,000 from Jesse.
Okay. Now, I want to be clear about, I'm going to get to that in a minute, but I want to make sure $10,000 to you, you talked about it before, and then he came back to you after the fact and asked you about the 10 because he wanted his money, right?
Yeah, I want a man too.
Okay. Now, you said today, pretty matter-of-factly, that he had the same $10,000 from Justin. But when you were interviewed by law enforcement in August, they asked you that. And you said, I think he had the same deal with Justin. Right? So do you know it or do you think it?
I probably did say that then, but basically I'm saying the same thing I said then.
So you're not sure?
I'm saying the same thing I said then.
Okay, that you think he did.
I'm saying the same thing I said then. You can put it how you want to put it, but I'm saying, you know what I'm saying?
I'm putting it the way you put it.
What I know, you know what I'm saying? What I know.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, if you know it, why would you tell them then that you thought it? I think he got it. Why wouldn't you go, he got it? He had the same deal. I was there.
It's because just ain't bring me my money, so I don't know if he gave me. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
that's what I'm saying.
One moment, Judge. When you were in the white Mercedes, you were bleeding a lot, right? Bleeding a lot.
Nah. I wasn't bleeding a lot.
So you told law enforcement that you were bleeding really bad.
Yeah, like once it started coming out, once I see it, saw it, start panicking, you know, like, damn, blood started coming out. But I know not to panic that bad though, because I've been shot before. So in the white Mercedes, I'm sitting up like this, so my blood don't get nowhere in the car, sitting up like this, and we driving at a fast pace. So I jump out this jump at this issue, right?
Okay. You've got a gunshot in your shoulder, a graze on your leg, and you say Mr. Johnson's been grazed on his back,
Correct.
and you can see the graze, right?
Nah, I ain't look at it, because when he driving, I'm making sure, we didn't know he was glazed at first, so I'm trying to make sure he don't wreck. So I'm like, you all right? You all right? I'm talking to him. But he said he been hit too.
Okay, he said he got hit. You've gotten grazed on your leg. You can look down, you felt it, and then you can look down and see it, right?
I mean,
All right. Now, you said you wiped down this car. How'd you wipe down the car? And what'd you do?
what you mean?
How did you wipe down the car? What'd you do? You walked through the backyard, you walked up to the car. What did you do next?
You know, I had like peroxide and bleach and stuff, and I wipe them cutting.
Peroxide and bleach. So you walked back through this yard and you had big things of peroxide and bleach in your hands.
You trying to say how I did it with a shot on?
I know, I'm just saying, I don't want to know how you
I'm
did
trying
it.
to see where you getting it.
I don't know how you did it. I might need to wipe down a car. I don't know.
All right, wait.
So how'd you do it?
I just wiped the guy there, you know what I'm saying? I wiped the guy there.
All right, where'd you wipe?
Inside and stuff. Inside in the dope pound.
Door pan?
Yeah,
So you wiped down, where'd you wipe down on the inside?
like the armrest, seat and stuff in the dope pound.
Okay. What about the outside of the car?
Dope pound. Dope pound. You know what I'm saying? Wipe the dope pound down.
Anything else?
But the outside, nah, just dope pound. Shit.
And you know your prints on the car.
Yeah, I ain't know that my print was on the car at the time, but I'm wiping the dope pound where I know I touch, you know what I'm saying? Like dope pound and stuff like that. And the blood department, I was just trying to wipe real fast, but I ain't want the lawn to go out, so I was just trying to wipe real fast, but it late. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to get caught by the cop. It late. I'm shot, but I'm bandaged up, you know. So, and I ain't trying to let my hat go down because I was on pills and stuff.
What'd you do with the stuff afterwards?
What's the?
The stuff you used to clean the car.
I just had it already on the towel, and I went back there and did it real fast.
Okay, so back just a few minutes ago, I said you walked back there with like containers of peroxide and bleach and a towel, and you said yes.
I ain't say that.
So I want to make sure you had it was just on the towel.
Yeah, it was on the towel.
Okay. So just one towel. What'd you do with the towel?
I took it back with me.
Okay. Who drove you there?
My girl. I made her hit the block. Hit the block while she let me out, and I got out and walked up. We big doing.
And your girl's Angela Arnold.
Yeah.
And just so I'm clear, when would this have been in relation to you shoot off on the 17th? Same day?
No.
2 days, 1 day later, 2 days later?
Nah, it wasn't. I can't tell you exactly, but it was a couple days later before they found the car.
Okay.
It probably was the night before they found the car.
And so she drops you off was she in the tracks?
She dropped me off on Barron, and I got out.
Barrett?
Barron Street,
Okay.
and I got out on foot and walked. But I ain't want her truck seen on the street and nothing.
Was it day or night?
Nighttime.
Was she in the tracks?
Yeah.
Now, did Quet ever tell you that either he or someone else had wiped the car down?
Quick?
Yeah.
Nah, Justin told me that he had somebody to work the car down.
And you were testified about leaving your cell phone in there?
Yeah, I left in the blue
In
phone.
the glove box. All right. But you had already went to pressure world and done all that by the time you go back to wipe it.
Went to
That's
pressure
all.
world and done work.
Got in your phone.
Yeah, I went to pressure world today. And right after we shut down, like after we split up from the apartment, I went to pressure world. Same day.
When you talked about in your testimony about getting a car covered,
Yeah.
when is that in relation to when you wipe the car down?
Like when Quick gave me the money for the car cover, it was the same day that they had found the car. Same, like early that morning, he gave me the money for the car cover. And I was gonna put it on there later on the night, but they found the car.
And just to be clear, if I remember right, you said Quet called you to say, I need you to come over here and get money for a car cover, go cover that car.
Him and Justin was talking about that anyway. Him and Justin was talking about that anyway.
But were you part of the were you part of the conversation between Govan and Justin to be talking about that anyway?
What you mean? It was like
You just said he and Justin were talking about that. Were you part of those conversations?
Justin was telling him he was gonna send him some cash out money to buy a car cover so we could cover.
How do
the
you
car.
know that?
Because I went over there, I was over Govan house. I had we got some pills on me and everything. Like, and we were talking about we had to get rid of this car.
This sucker straight off the draws, dog.
And you're saying that Govan's telling you he's in contact with Justin. And
Yeah.
Justin, okay. All right.
Yeah, master.
And
ain't that hot?
Just to be clear, when it comes to Govan or Quet, is it a y'all need to take care of this problem, or is it we, him included, need to take care of this problem?
He's saying me and Justin really need to get rid of that car. He told me because if they question him, he gonna tell them how they really master, so he give it to his gamble. That's what he said.
Thank you, Mr. Smith.
I know, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll be super quick, Judge. The last thing, a lot of us probably didn't understand. Quet told y'all that if the police come to him and ask him about the car, he's gonna say holler at William Massey.
Yeah,
Is that his attorney?
yeah, that was his attorney.
Okay, so he's telling you he's telling y'all, he's gonna tell the police, I'm not talking to y'all, I'll talk to my attorney.
Yeah, talk to my attorney,
He's gonna
so I can give it to my gambling.
do his sports gambling?
Yeah.
Okay. When Mr. Evans was asking you questions, he's asking about text messages and stuff. This is something I just forgot to do. Did the police seize your telephone from Letitia after you gave it to her?
He
Is that telephone 901-513-6236?
will.
And the very last thing, every time I've met with you, me and you have met, if you count 2 minutes back there, maybe 3 times. Is that right?
Yeah.
Have I ever told you you're gonna walk out of jail?
Nah, you never told me that.
Have I always told you that you're going to prison?
Yeah, you told me
No further questions.
Mr. Evans, any recross?
Oh, Your Honor.
Are you next witness?
You can have about 5 minutes to get quoted ready for the medical examiner. She's gonna be the next witness.
Let's take a break.
Court stands at recess. Brief recess. Then you pass me, turn, follow me.
Looking at photos of the autopsy, please excuse yourself now, because there won't be any outburst tolerated. Thank you. I choose respect. Have a seat, watch your step, please.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Could you spell your name for the record, please?
My name is Dr. Juliet Canterbury, JulietScanterbury.
I'm sorry. Can you say that slower?
Okay, Juliet, Juliette, Scantlebury, Scantlebury.
Thank you.
Dr. Scantlebury, where are you currently employed?
At West Tennessee Regional Forensic Center.
Okay, what's your position?
I'm an assistant medical examiner,
And how long have you been in that position?
5 years.
Okay. And what does your job consist of?
Performing autopsies.
Okay. So could you tell the jury a little bit about your educational background?
So I attained my Bachelor of Science in Biology at Howard University. After that, I completed my medical training at Howard University College of Medicine. I did an anatomic and clinical pathology residency at Washington University in St. Louis. And then I did some forensic pathology fellowships at St. Louis University.
Okay. And are you board certified?
I am.
And are you a licensed physician in Tennessee?
I am.
Okay. So my next question is, what exactly is forensic pathology?
It is a specialized branch of medicine that uses medical legal approach to death and disease.
Okay. And what does a forensic pathologist do?
So they perform autopsies to determine cause and manner of death in certain cases based on the jurisdiction.
Okay. Can you tell us what is an autopsy?
An autopsy is basically an external and internal examination of a deceased person, and you do a basic overview of the external, noting any trauma, medical disease, or any findings like tattoos or scars, and then internal examination to note if there's any injury or medical disease, and with all of that, determine what caused the death of a person.
Okay. So what are the different stages of an autopsy?
So it kind of starts with the investigation, and with the investigation determine what level of autopsy needs to be performed. And first stage would be reviewing materials. The next stage is determining if x-rays or anything needs to be done. And then external examination, once the body is undressed and photographed, the doctor will take external view of the body, noting any demographic information like hair color, eye color, if there are teeth, there are tattoos, scars, then note any medical intervention, if they were having IVs, and also any medical disease, if they had any changes on their bodies, and then trauma is assessed externally.
Have you ever performed an autopsy?
I have
About how many would you say?
over 2,000.
So could you explain to the jury exactly what does cause of death mean?
So cause of death is the immediate reason that led to a person no longer living. So it's more what occurred in the body that led to death. So if you were shot, it might lead to exsanguination, you losing blood, and that would lead to your death. So it's basically what started the chain of events that led to somebody dying.
Is that different from manner of death?
It is.
How is it different?
So the manner of death informs what happens to the cause of death. So manner of death is circumstances around those causes. So if it's something that happened naturally, that your body did all of it, that's natural. If it's something at the hands of another, it might be considered a homicide. If it's something that is happened in the course of doing something else, but it wasn't intentional to cause a death, it might be accident.
And have you ever testified about your findings in court before about an autopsy?
I have.
Okay. Have you ever been qualified as an expert witness in the courts of this county or any other county?
I have.
Okay. And how many times about that?
I think 4 times in Shelby County and a little bit more than that in outside counties in Tennessee and in St. Louis City and some St. Louis counties.
Okay.
Or Missouri counties, I should say.
Your Honor, I now tender Dr. Scantleberry as an expert in forensic pathology and ask that she be allowed to state her opinions as to a reasonable degree of certainty, medical certainty.
We would stipulate as to our expertise and have no objection.
Thank you. I qualify Dr. Scantleberry as a expert in the area of forensic pathology.
Thank you, Your Honor. So Dr. Scantleberry, I now want to ask you about a specific autopsy. Autopsy number 20212619 for an Adolph Thornton Jr. Did you perform this autopsy?
I did
Do you recall when the autopsy was performed?
on November 18th, 2021.
And did you make a report as to your findings and conclusions as a result of the autopsy of Mr. Thornton?
I did.
I want to pass you a document.
It's Dolph group.
So do you recognize that document I just handed to you?
I do.
And what is it?
It is my autopsy report and some supporting documents.
Is that your signature down at the bottom?
It is.
Okay. Your Honor, I would like to have the autopsy report entered into evidence and marked as the next numbered exhibit.
No objection.
This is a multi-page document entitled Office of the Medical Examiner, West Tennessee Regional Forensic Center. Name of decedent Adolph Robert Thornton Jr. With the state number 21-79-4134. We'll mark this as exhibit 27.
So now I just want to go over the autopsy report a little bit. First, I want to ask you, how did your autopsy proceed? Where did you start?
So I started with being notified of the death, and then I reviewed the investigative material that the medical legal death investigator performed or produced, and then I had requested what I needed done for the case. So it will start with me getting x-rays, and then the autopsy technician would be weighing the decedent. They would be taking measurements, and then they would undress them after taking pictures and documenting what they found on the body. And then after pictures were taken of the overall body and certain findings of the body, then more specific photos are taken of the injuries that were found on the body. And then I would start my external examination with everything, all the findings, and then measurements of all the injuries that were on the body. And after that, I performed the autopsy with the assistance of the autopsy technician with their eviscerated body, and I would note what was injured and what was found in each body cavity, and also go into the head.
So during the course of the autopsy, you said pictures were taken.
Yes.
Did you take pictures?
Yes.
Okay. I'm actually going to hand these to you one by one. Can you tell me what you see in that picture?
So this is the right side of the head and neck, showing a large wound on the right jaw.
You can place that one down.
So because these have been previously marked, I need to know which one you're sending.
Your Honor, this is actually going to be exhibit number 16 that was previously marked. And now as to the exhibit number 17 that we previously marked. Dr. Scantlebury, can you tell us what you see in that picture?
Yes. This is the back side of the body, mostly highlighting the right back with several wounds, and some wounds are noted on the left side of the back as well. And you can see the wound on the right jaw.
You can place that one down as well. As to exhibit number 18, could you tell me what you see in that picture?
So this is the front side of the body, highlighting the left side, and it shows some gunshot wounds here.
You can place that one down. And as to exhibit number 19, what do you see in that picture?
So this shows the right wrist and hand and a little bit of the forearm, and it shows some gunshot wounds. This one mostly highlights a wound at the right wrist.
And this is exhibit number 20. Could you tell us what you see in that picture?
So this is a wound of the left forearm right here, and it shows a gunshot wound of the left forearm.
And exhibit number 21. What is shown in that picture?
This is an overall picture of some of the clothing that was removed from Mr. Thornton.
Okay, you can place that one down. And exhibit number 22, is this also some of the clothing?
Yes. This is the shirt. It has some markers that indicate where some defects in the clothing were found.
Is that the front or the back of the shirt?
I'm certain, but it looks like the back.
Okay. And you can place that one down as well. And exhibit number 23, what do you see in that picture?
So this is the front of a shirt, and it also has some markers indicating where some hole defects were found.
Okay, you can place that one down. And exhibit 24.
This is a undershirt with markers showing where defects were found.
Okay, you can place that down. And exhibit 25.
This is overall of some property that was found on Mr. Thornton. It has money, some jewelry, some cards, and a condom.
Okay, place that one down. And exhibit 26. What is shown in that one?
This is an overall view of bullet fragments from the right jaw that were recovered.
Okay, you can place that one down. Your Honor, we are asking that those photos that have been previously marked be entered into evidence.
Will mark exhibits, will enter into evidence exhibits 16 through 26 that have been previously marked and identified by this witness into evidence. Have you not done it already?
And if I could have those pictures back. Your Honor, may I have permission to publish to the jury?
Judge, may we be briefly approached?
You may.
Salute.
Dr. Spielberg, can you hear me okay?
I can.
Okay. If you could just project your voice loud, and if you can't hear me, let me know.
Ms. Williams, I'm gonna ask you to do the same, please.
Absolutely, Judge. Okay. Dr. Scantlebury, I believe this photo might be a little bit blurry, but could you tell the jury what is actually shown in this photo?
Okay, so this is showing his, do you have a pointer by any chance?
You want to? Yes. Just press and hold that first button at the top.
Thank you. All right, so to orient everyone, okay, so this is the top of his head. This will be his torso here. This is the right side of his body, his ear, and this large defect here is a gunshot wound of the right jaw. And this is well, I can't really see it that well. But this is the placard with the scale and case number indicating which case it belongs to.
So for this wound, did the bullet or bullets hit anything as it passed through the body?
It did.
Okay, what exactly did it hit?
It struck the skeletal muscle and caused a lot of fractures to the mandible, the lower jaw, and it caused fracturing around the gums where the teeth are located in the lower jaw.
In your medical opinion, would this wound be catastrophic or fatal?
Potential.
Okay, move on to the next one. And just for the record, Your Honor, I am going in order of the exhibits.
Thank you.
This is exhibit number 17. Dr. Scantlebury, can you tell us what we're looking at right here?
We're looking at the back of the body. The head is here. The head is here, and his feet would be down here. This is his right arm, this is his left arm, and you can see this area here, there, and you're not so great, some over here and another there. Those are gunshot entrance wounds.
Entrance.
Yes.
So for the torso or this area, how many entrance wounds did you calculate?
For the torso, 8.
Okay. Were there any exit wounds?
Yes,
Okay. How many exit wounds were there?
4.
Was that near the back of the torso or the front of the torso?
Front of the torso.
Okay. And did any of these bullets hit any vital organs as they passed through the body?
They did.
And what did it hit?
It hit the right lung, liver, the thoracic aorta, which is a major blood vessel that supplies blood to the whole body, small intestine, several ribs, and some vertebrae.
And could those wounds be potentially fatal in this instance?
Yes.
And if I could ask about the trajectory of the bullets as it passed through the torso, what directions were they coming from?
So for these wounds of the torso, they had a very mixed pattern, but most of them, the general track is forward,
So it came through
the back to the
back
front.
to the front?
Yes.
Okay. Moving on to the next one. This is exhibit 18. Could you tell us what we're looking at?
This is the front of the body, mostly the left. This is his left arm here, his head is here, and his lower body would be here. And it can show a gunshot wound here and here.
And are those exit wounds or entry wounds?
Exit wounds.
And how many did you say again that you calculated?
4.
Okay. Moving on to the next one. This is exhibit 19. Dr. Sandberg, can you tell us what we are looking at right here?
This is the right side of the body, mostly highlighting the right upper extremity. This is the forearm here, the wrist, and the hand. And it highlights a large wound, gunshot wound of the right wrist.
Next one. This is exhibit number 20. Does this also show upper extremities?
Yes.
Okay. So how many wounds are in this exact picture?
1.
Okay. Moving on to the next exhibit, which is exhibit 21. Now, are these the victim's clothing?
They are.
Okay. So exactly what did he come to, what was he wearing when he came to you?
These clothes.
Okay. So we have two shirts, pair of jeans, boxers, shoes, and socks.
Correct.
Okay. Was there any property found within his clothing?
They were.
Okay. And this is exhibit number 22. And Dr. Scanberry, if you could just give me some clarification here. Are these white squares showing where there are holes in the clothing?
Correct.
Okay. Are there arrows on those white squares?
They are.
Okay. All right. And about how many holes in the clothing did you calculate?
I did not cut those.
Okay. Thank you. And the next picture is exhibit number 23. Now, it looks like the same photo, but is this the front or the back of the shirt?
This is the front of the shirt.
Okay, and do those white squares also indicate holes in the clothing?
Correct.
In exhibit 24, looks like this is an undershirt. And the same thing as the last shirt, do those white squares indicate holes within that garment?
Correct.
Okay.
We are
And the
preachers.
next
Flipper.
exhibit, number
Oh,
25,
no.
could you tell us what we're looking at right here?
So we're looking at the overall view of property that was found on or in pockets of the clothing for Mr. Thornton.
Okay. Were there any weapons found within his clothing?
I don't recall.
Okay.
What was that response?
I don't recall.
And on to the final exhibit, number 26. What are we looking at, Dr. Scantleberry?
This is the brown area is an envelope that we use to package any ballistics that we recover from the body. And these are multiple bullet fragments that were recovered from the right jaw.
Okay. Regarding the bullet fragments that were recovered from the right jaw, would it be within your job duties to conduct tests on those fragments?
No, it would not.
Okay. And do you happen to know whether or not the murder weapons were recovered in this case at all?
Not at the time I did the case, no.
Okay. So if the murder weapons were recovered, would it be within your job duties to conduct tests on them?
It would not be.
Okay. Just a couple more questions. So, Dr. Scantleberry, what is a toxicology test?
At the time of autopsy, we take certain fluids, usually blood, sometimes liver, and certain fluids also from the eye, and we submit it to a toxicology lab, and they run a particular test that I order, and based on the drugs that they look for in that particular test, it would test it against the blood, and whatever is detected would be read as a positive finding.
Okay. And is a toxicology test a standard part of an autopsy?
Most cases, yes.
Okay. And did you conduct a toxicology test for this victim?
I did.
And what were the results of that test?
It was the active ingredient of marijuana was detected.
Okay. So as to the total entry wounds to this victim, how many were there?
20.
20. Okay. How about the exit wounds?
4.
Okay. And do you, in your medical opinion, were these gunshot wounds enough to cause death?
They were.
Okay. And within a reasonable degree of medical certainty, did you render an opinion as to the cause of this victim's death?
I did.
What was the cause of that?
Gunshot wounds of the head, torso, and neck.
Okay. And did you render an opinion as to the manner of death?
I did.
And what was your opinion?
Homicide.
Your Honor, I will pass the witness.
Mr. Evans?
Thank you, Your Honor. Just have a few questions.
You were asked about entry wounds and versus exit wounds, and I think you said there's 20 entry wounds and 4 exit wounds.
Right.
You were also asked some questions about ballistics, I think, or used the term ballistics. As far as ballistics go, within your job and your responsibilities, do you recover bullets from the body that are still in the body at the time of the autopsy?
Yes.
How many of those did you recover?
So I recovered 4 bullets that were related to this shooting, and then there were 3 others that occurred like he had in his body from before. So remote bullets I found 3 of them.
All right, so 3 from him being shot some other occasion.
Yes.
Okay, so 4 related to this shooting.
Yes.
And then, does that include fragments, or is that a different category?
So in this case specifically, he had several fragments, and some due to evidentiary value, they're very small. I didn't recover all of them, but I recovered the larger ones. Yes.
Okay, and is that inclusive in the number that you just gave me of the bullets recovered?
Yes.
Okay, were some of those intact?
Most weren't.
Most weren't.
Yeah.
But to your recollection, were any intact? One was intact. And it would be your procedure and policy as the medical examiner to package any of those bullets and bullet fragments in the brown envelope, right? And send those back to law enforcement to let them do any potential ballistic firearms testing on them, correct?
Correct.
And did you do that in this case?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
You redirect?
No redirect, Your Honor.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you have heard something, you have not heard everything you're going to hear. So I ask you to go and have a good evening with dinner. Don't talk about this case. Just enjoy your evening. Eat well, sleep well, and we will see you back here in the morning at 9:30, and we'll get started. Thank you. You may adjourn the court.
All rise. This honorable court stands adjourned until tomorrow morning at 9:30.
Now, peeps, it looks like Big Juke has finally been confirmed as a person who put out a hit on Young Dolph.
I knew it! I knew it! I knew it!
Now, during the prosecutor's opening statement today, Shelby County Assistant District Attorney Paul Hagerman said that Big Juke, the brother of Memphis rapper Yo Gotti, put out a hit on Young Dolph, promising $100,000 to whoever killed Young Dolph, who viciously had animosity with CMG. He said, Big Juke, the person I told you about before, the number 2 guy at CMG, he's put out a hit of $100,000 to whoever kills Dolph, Hagerman said. He was met with Justin Johnson, who was met with Cornelius Smith, and they think they're ready to do it. Hagerman argued that Justin Johnson, also known by his rap name A Straight Drop, was motivated to become the record label's next big artist and planned to take his part of $100K to help elevate his rap career. The assistant district attorney claimed it was Justin Johnson who drove the white Mercedes to Makita's homemade butter cookies on the day Dolph was killed. Hagerman said that Justin Johnson was the man holding a handgun during the shooting. Now, Govan is also accused of ordering the hit that killed Young Dolph. Now, Shelby County District Attorney Steve Mulroy told ABC after the opening statements that Smith is cooperating, but he would not comment on Govan. Mulroy said both Smith and Govan's fates will be decided, be it either plea or trial. Now, guys, this is putting a lot of heat on Yo Gotti and his family, and apparently his sister is currently in hiding. The links between Young Dolph being taken out and Big Juke are coming around full circle. Now, this video will help you understand the connections and what led to Big Juke meeting his deadly demise, dealing with street justice. This is the most accurate information on YouTube as what really went on behind the scenes of these shocking Memphis murders. Now, make sure you subscribe to this channel and watch this entire video so that you don't miss nothing. Also, if you're on Spotify or any other podcast apps, make sure you look for the Lionel B Show on those so you can catch the audio while you're on the go. On November 17, 2021, Young Dolph is killed in the Memphis Police Department for rounding up several suspects. Josh Taylor, aka CEO Teasy, was initially arrested for Young Dolph's murder. Now, the news would go on to report that it was a hit brought down by none other than PRE. Now, initially, it was thought that PRE was just a record label, but the news labeled them as an actual gang.
Man once named as a person of interest in Young Dolph's murder has now also been killed. Family members confirmed Joshua Taylor was found shot and killed in Orange Mound yesterday afternoon, leaving that community on edge as they worry who might be next. WREG's chief investigator Jessica Gertler uncovered some new details about Taylor and his possible connection to that Young Dolph case. What do you know, Jess?
Well, Greg, this goes back to February 2022. Joshua Taylor was named as a person of interest in Young Dolph's death, but he was never charged. Tonight, police are remaining tight-lipped about this latest incident. Loved ones shared these photos of Joshua Taylor, a father of 2, the latest victim of gun violence in Memphis. They were too upset to do an interview, but Tellis Taylor, also known as CEO Teasy, was found shot to death in Orange Mound Wednesday at Spotswood and Bunton. Those who live nearby tell us Taylor was actually shot the night before, discovered lifeless in a car hours later. MPD says the investigation is ongoing, refusing to answer any questions about the case or whether it has any link to Memphis rapper Young Dolph. Those close to the case tell us Taylor is part of a group the same group linked to the suspects charged in connection with Dolph's murder.
It's sad. It's very sad. It's awful.
Taylor's death has left the community on edge, as many fear the violence isn't over, that retaliation will only continue.
Now, Big Juke put up the $40,000 to have his op, Young Dolph, taken out. The hit was orchestrated by Orange Mound Quet, aka Hernandez Govin. Then the money was sent to CEO Teasy and then dispersed to straight drop, the ones that ran up on Dolph and cut out his lights. Now, definitely a lot of hands exchanged and a lot of people with blood on their hands behind Dolph.
Who this person is, but the community is talking, and a source close to Fox 13 has told us that the victim is Josh Taylor, also known as CEO Teasy. Now, we're also getting that this was a hit by PRE Dolph's gang. Now, this has not been confirmed by MPD, but we do know that Taylor was a person of interest in Dolph's murder. Now, people I spoke with, they report hearing one witness said she heard at least 5 gunshots. Well, another witness told me that he heard at least 25 gunshots. Just, yeah.
The one that, what's her name? Scott? You know the one, you know the one that you wear the straight hair, the y'all. Oh, you see after the time.
Ironically, everyone that was directly linked to Young Dolph's death has been hunted down and executed. The retribution has been swift in some cases, and with others, they waited for the right time to take them down. CEO Teasy, Orange Mound Quet, and Big Juke had a very close relationship and would often be seen together in various photos and videos. CEO Teasy, however, would be released later from jail and cleared. However, his freedom wouldn't last for long, as he was found dead in his vehicle, and the news said it was payback for Young Dolph's death. Now, Big Juke let people know in his final post on IG that people were trying to snake him. His last post was very eerie and led people to believe he was talking about the closest ones to him. In his final post, he said, "They don't want to face you. They want to snake you. Stay alert to stay alive. Watch your back at all times. Put snakes on the plate and eat great." Now, Big Juke felt his spirit just one day before his death. The people in his organization just wasn't right. He had witnessed firsthand that they were not to be trusted. However, he didn't cut them off soon enough. He told the wrong person where he planned to be at, when you cut snakes off, you got to cut off the wolves in sheep clothing too, because you never know where certain things are being transferred from. Now, clearly, some of his associates let his ops know that he was in attendance to a funeral. They made the call and pulled up waiting outside the funeral for their opportunity to get him. Since they couldn't get him right there because of the police presence was super heavy at the funeral, they waited until he got to the restaurant at the repast, which was away from the police presence, and caught him on the way to his vehicle. Now, I definitely feel like this was an inside job orchestrated by people that were definitely close to Big Juke. It's been said that how would one know exactly where he was? Even on social media, he posted that, he had lost his uncle, which turned out to be a major drug dealer in Memphis, who was actually married to his aunt. Now, guys, there's also been some information recently leaked out, unfortunately, that some of the hitters are actually watching Yo Gotti and Big Juke's sister as well. Now, apparently, man, she's listed as owning the Prive restaurant that is actually owned by Yo Gotti's mom and Yo Gotti's sister. So apparently, it looks like the goons, man, are trying to actually exact their revenge on the whole entire family spinning for Young Dolph. Now, this is definitely a messed up situation, man, and it looks like nothing good is going to come out of this. Now, let's go ahead and rewind and break down the entire beef of what happened and got all this escalated between Yo Gotti and Young Dolph. August 2014. In 2014, following the release of Young Dolph's mixtape, High Class Street Music 4, American Gangsta, Young Dolph would make an appearance on Sway in the Morning to discuss the project. During the interview, Dolph would touch on his decision not to sign a record deal with Yo Gotti, explaining that he would rather see his own investment in himself all the way through rather than latch onto another artist's movement. Dolph would later point to Yo Gotti taking offense to Dolph's decision as a result of their beef, although Gotti has never confirmed that he was bothered. February 11, 2016. Young Dolph disses Yo Gotti on Twitter. The bubbling friction between Young Dolph and Yo Gotti became apparent on February the 11th, 2016, when Dolph sent a subliminal shot at his Memphis counterpart. Using Twitter to let his feelings be known, Dolph alleged that Yo Gotti wasn't fond of his growing success, tweeting, "Bruh went from being my #1 fan and wanting to sign me to being my biggest hater," in reference to Gotti's failed attempt to add Dolph to his CMG label. Despite Dolph not mentioning Gotti by name, it was clear who Dolph's words were aimed at and would set off a chain of events that would result in a deadly beef. February the 18th, 2016. Young Dolph titles his new album King of Memphis. Young Dolph raised a few eyebrows in February of 2016 when it was announced that he would be naming his debut album King of Memphis. Now, this came as a shock as rapper Yo Gotti had repeatedly referred to himself as the King of Memphis, so Dolph's album title seemed like a shot directed square at Gotti. Although Gotti would make no public comment on Dolph's decision, those in the Memphis rap scene, as well as the other rap community as a whole, considered the title a slight towards Gotti and Dolph's attempt at overtaking the Memphis rap throne. February 2016. Young Dolph downplays beef with Yo Gotti. During an appearance on Hot 97's Ebro in the Morning show in February 2016, Young Dolph downplayed his beef with Yo Gotti, going as far as to acknowledge the rapper as being one of his earliest supporters. "It's really overstated," Dolph responded when asked about the rumor tension between the two Memphis representatives. Young Dolph also cleared the air about the title of his LP, King of Memphis, stating that it wasn't meant to be a diss of any kind and that it was more inspired by him and his crew's mentality. "All my partners king, everybody got some paper, everybody move like I move, and they morals and all that," Dolph explained. A PR move quieting concerns of a brewing war for the crown of Memphis rap. March 2nd, 2016. Black Youngster says he'll slap Young Dolph. The Young Dolph and Yo Gotti beef began to take a turn for the worse on March 2nd, 2016, when Gotti's CMG artist Black Youngster posted a clip on his Instagram account going at Dolph and calling into question his claim of being King of Memphis. "Dolph, you a B. You a soft A ninja. If you got a problem, say you got a problem," said Youngster in the video, which has since been removed from his Instagram account. He then went on to further diss Dolph, calling him a B, a ninja, before adding, "You ain't even no King of Memphis. You ain't from the city, B." He would also threaten Young Dolph in the post caption, writing, "When I see that ninja at Young Dolph, I'ma smack the S out of him on my life," leaving no question to the drama between Young Dolph and Yo Gotti being as real as the rumors had suggested. March 2nd, 2016. Black Youngster shows up in Young Dolph's neighborhood. After first levying threats against Young Dolph on behalf of Yo Gotti, Black Youngster upped the ante by showing up in Young Dolph's stomping grounds in Memphis with a few of his goons. Capturing the scene on video, Black Youngster and his crew took a stroll through South Memphis' Castalia neighborhood on the hunt for Young Dolph while armed with heavy artillery. Although Black Youngster and company would not run into Dolph, the clip was enough to know that his particular beef is deeper than rap and would soon turn into a bloodbath in the streets of Memphis. March 12, 2016. Yo Gotti speaks on Black Youngster's beef with Young Dolph. Now, when Black Youngster began dissing Young Dolph, many believed that Yo Gotti was responsible for his artist's decision to take the beef into his own hands. But the CMG boss would state otherwise. During an interview with Tim Westwood, Yo Gotti refused to address a beef with Young Dolph, but would comment on Black Youngster's recent antics and threats against Gotti's rival. Little homie on the team, so I'm going to always give him the proper advice that I believe I should give him from like a big brother standpoint or just being the homie standpoint, Gotti said in the clip. My advice, I don't move like that. I'm going to always tell not only him, but any youngin', don't handle your business like this. March 16, 2016. Young Dolph disses Yo Gotti and Black Youngster. Now, after taking the high road for the most part in regards to his beef with Yo Gotti and Black Youngster, on March 16, 2016, Young Dolph responded with a few words of his own via his Instagram account. Posting a series of clips, Dolph didn't hold back, accusing Gotti of hating on Memphis rap legends like 3 6 Mafia, 8 Ball MJG, and others, as well as sending Black Youngster to fight his battle and calling the cops on him. First thing first, everybody know it's you, Ho Gotti, that's sending your artist out to say the lame S he been saying and doing, Dolph wrote in his Instagram caption, adding, I guess you still mad because I didn't never sign with your PA. Or is you still in your feelings because you fell out with Gucci Mane and you was mad at me because I kept rocking with Gucci? He would later post a picture of a slew of the Memphis rap acts who paved the way for him, all the while continuing to chastise and belittle Yo Gotti, officially getting the beef going and putting the CMG boss / rapper on notice. March 17, 2016. Black Youngster releases song dissing Young Dolph. Now, in response to Young Dolph's comments about him and Yo Gotti, Black Youngster would waste little time in returning the favor in the form of a diss track called Shake Some. Released on March 17, 2016, a day after Dolph's comment, Shake Some saw Black Youngster discrediting Young Dolph's ties to Memphis and his claim to being a king in the city. Adolph don't want to play ho, I'm on tour with the K-Ho, Mac 11, Smith & Wesson's, extended clip 100 rounds on the Draco. How the F you the king of Memphis, you ain't from the city, ninja you from Chicago. F-boy, you better lay low. The killers move when I say so, the CMG artist spits, as he reiterated his feelings about his mentor's friend turned foe. September 9th, 2016. Black Youngster squashes beef with Young Dolph. Now, on September 9th, 2016, months after exchanging words with Young Dolph, Black Youngster declared the beef as squashed during an interview, sharing that Yo Gotti actually liked Young Dolph despite their tension. Youngster laid the beef to rest on his end, but Dolph would not acknowledge that the war words were over, leaving the door open for further turmoil. February the 1st, 2017. Young Dolph drops Play With Yo Bitch. Now, Young Dolph dropped a bomb in the form of Play With Yo Bitch, a diss track levied against Yo Gotti, and saw the rising star taking the gloves off and throwing jabs below the belt. In addition to vicious broadsides like I don't know no gangsters that beef with dykes and alluding to having relations with the mother of Gotti's child, Dolph also paints his nemesis as a hater, rapping, you came up rapping, dissing 3 6 Mafia. Release and promotion of Dolph's gelato mixtape, Play With Your B, continues the beef between him and Yo Gotti, proving that all love between the two was certainly lost. And also he threw a shot at Yo Gotti's brother, Big Juke, claiming that since he was a B, he's going to call him his sister. February the 1st, 2017, Yo Gotti responds to Dolph's diss track. Now, with Yo Gotti taking the high road and staying silent on his beef with Young Dolph, many were curious as to what his response would be to Dolph's scathing diss track, Play With Your Bitch. But fans did not have to wait long to have that question answered. Hopping on social media shortly after the song was released, Yo Gotti would subliminally allude to being unbothered and unconcerned with his counterpart's words, boasting of his partnership with heavyweights like Jay-Z and L.A. Reid, and posting a photo of himself with the caption, Never Distracted. However, this would be Gotti's only acknowledgement of the diss song, as he would not unleash one of his own. February the 9th, 2017. Young Dolph accuses Yo Gotti of sneak dissing him on songs. Now, due to Black Youngster publicly deading the beef between himself, Yo Gotti, and Young Dolph, many were taken back by Dolph's decision to drop a diss song and reignite the beef. However, Young Dolph would expand on his course of action and what inspired it on February the 9th, 2017, during an appearance on DJ Holiday's radio show. His last two mixtapes, he's trying to sneak diss Dolph. Dolph said, referring to Yo Gotti. It's like you playing. You want to play? I ain't going to play how you want to play. We're going to play how I want to play. I'm going to expose you. Facts on top of facts. He don't know how to respond because there ain't no response. The mixtape Dolph was referring to was Cocaine Music 9, White Friday, and Gotti's studio album, The Art of the Hustle. The latter of which outsold Dolph's King of Memphis album, which was released on the same day. February 11, 2017. Yo Gotti drops diss track aimed at Young Dolph. Now, keeping silent and refusing to entertain beef between himself and Young Dolph, Yo Gotti appeared to have had enough, unleashing a diss track of his own titled Don't Beef With Me on February the 11th, 2017. Opting to not call out Young Dolph's name, Gotti would instead play the subliminal game, resulting in the record, which featured CMG artists Moneybagg Yo and Black Youngster, amounting to more of a warning shot than an all-out attack. February the 24th, 2017. Young Dolph releases Play With Yo B video. Now, building on the momentum of his Play With Yo Bitch diss track, Young Dolph doubled down on this attack on Yo Gotti, unveiling an accompanying music video to further poke fun at the CMG boss. Casting a Yo Gotti lookalike individual, Dolph would make a mockery of his enemy without an ounce of remorse. February 25th, 2017. Young Dolph's vehicle gets shot up. Now, the rap community was straight shook when it was reported that Young Dolph was the target of a shooting in Charlotte, North Carolina, in which over 100 rounds were fired at his vehicle. Now, as luck would have it, Dolph was unscathed due to the SUV he was riding in being bulletproof, but the incident did little to faze the Memphis rapper. He hit the stage at the local venue later that night where he performed his Yo Gotti diss track, Play With Yo Bitch, a sign that what many deemed as a message in relation to his beef with Yo Gotti was not a deterrent to him standing on business. March 7, 2017. Young Dolph refers to Yo Gotti beef as old news. Now, spending much of February 2017 waging war against Yo Gotti, Young Dolph appears to be over the situation and focus on the future instead of the past. That's old news, you know what I'm saying? It's old, Dolph said during an interview on March 7, 2017, when he asked about his beef with Yo Gotti. Young Dolph would also keep it scarce in regards to his comments about the Charlotte shooting that had occurred weeks earlier. Whether that means the beef between the two Memphis rap had died down for good was yet to be seen, but it appeared that the battle had been put to rest for that time being. September 26, 2017. Young Dolph is shot in Hollywood. Now, months after declaring his beef with Yo Gotti as old news, news broke that Young Dolph was the victim of a shooting in Hollywood and rushed to the hospital. While details were scarce, it was reported that Dolph was outside Shoe Palace near the intersection of Hollywood and Highland at the time of the shooting. September 26, 2017. Yo Gotti named person of interest in Young Dolph shooting. Now, hours after reports of rapper Young Dolph being shot in Hollywood, news broke that Yo Gotti was named a person of interest by the LAPD. Now, sources said that Yo Gotti and Young Dolph were both staying at the Loas Hotel at the time of the shooting, and members of both entourages got into an argument that escalated into a fist fight, which ended in gunfire, leaving Young Dolph wounded. September 27, 2017. LAPD says Yo Gotti not a person of interest in Young Dolph's shooting. Now, following reports of the Young Dolph being shot in Hollywood, TMZ reported that the LAPD had named Yo Gotti as a person of interest in connection to the shooting. However, it was later clarified that those reports were unfounded when XXL reached out to LAPD. September 27, 2017. Yo Gotti associate charged with attempted murder in Young Dolph shooting. Now, a day after news broke of Young Dolph's being shot in Hollywood, LAPD announced that an associate of Yo Gotti was charged with attempted murder in connection to the incident. According to Detective Megan Aguilar, a spokeswoman for the LAPD, Corey McClendon, a member of Yo Gotti's entourage, was arrested the day after the shooting and held on a $1 million bail. At the time of McClendon's arrest, LAPD were still looking for two other men believed to have been involved in the fight with Young Dolph that could possibly be connected to the shooting. September 28, 2017, Yo Gotti associate released without charges. After being arrested on suspicion of attempted murder the day prior in connection to the attempt on Young Dolph's life, Yo Gotti associate Corey McClendon was released without charges. Law enforcement have yet to make any other arrests in connection to that investigation. November the 17th, 2021. Young Dolph is gunned down while at Makita's Cookies in Memphis. Big Juke is seen in a photo with the man that orchestrated the hit by the name of Hernandez Govan, and the streets take notice. Black youngster disrespects the grave of Young Dolph, and Big Juke goes live and makes fun of the death of Young Dolph. Now, several CMG associates are arrested and charged with Dolph's murder. January 2024. Yo Gotti big brother Big Juke is shot and killed after a funeral at a repast in Memphis at Perinon's restaurant. The assailant shot Juke 10 times, and it was reported that a switch was used to carry out the attack. Now, in this case, man, it does look like those shooters are going to be testifying against everybody. So at this point, everybody is turning on everybody. And it looks like, man, Yo Gotti is going to be selling for the sunset. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about this, man. How do y'all feel about these people finally being exposed for taking out Young Dolph? Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on the videos.
Brother Big Juke don't put a. Let me tell you something, girl. They done put 1,000 bottles of baby oil in goddamn Diddy house and hit his ass with the Rico. Well, guess what? They finna hit Yo Gotti ass with the Rico. Allegedly, Yo Gotti and his brother Big Juke done put $100,000 on goddamn Young Dolph head, and Cornelius Smith and Justin Johnson took that hit, a hit that was orchestrated by Hernandez Govan and Big Juke. The state had a star witness today in court. He done told them people play by play what happened and when it happened and why it happened and how much they were supposed to get if it happened. And that star witness was one of the shooters, Cornelius Smith. Smith stated that he was addicted to pills. He really was just doing that hit on Dolph to get him some goddamn money. Now, fast forward, y'all know how the murder went down at Makita's Cookies. But Cornelius Smith said Young Dolph's brother Marcus was with him at the time, and he fired back as they were running off and hit both their heads. After they murdered Young Dolph, they FaceTime Big Juke in that goddamn expedition and let him know that that Dolph body, that was their work. They was looking for that $100,000 and they was finna split it 3 ways. $40,000 was finna go to Cornelius Smith, and the other 40 was finna go to goddamn Justin Johnson, and the 20K was going to Hernandez Govan. I really feel that Big Juke gave his partner the money. He gave Hernandez Govan the money, and guess what? That's why Cornelius Smith got on that stand today and told them people everything that happened on the first day, the opening day of the goddamn trial. I know Yo got a big head, ass sweating, boy. I'm telling you right now, this nigga snitching. It appears that Big Juke drag on paying them after they did that work, because Big Juke told them it was too hot right now to pay them. Cornelius Smith and Justin Johnson literally knocked off Dolph, and they never received that $40,000. They only got $800 a piece. Big Juke never came through with that bag like he told they had. Now, Big Juke was killed earlier this year at a family funeral in Memphis, Tennessee before the goddamn trial started. Not today. Yo Gotti's been named in this trial numerous times. They brewing up a RICO on his big head ass. But nobody mentioned him as the payee, the wirer, or the hirer. Yeah, it appears that these shooters were just dope fiends that got tricked off the streets, and Justin Johnson wanted to be a goddamn rapper. He seemed to never care about the money. He just wanted a record deal from CMG. Cornelius Smith seemed like a pill head that was just looking for a quick lick to get him some more goddamn pills. Now, looking at this trial today, it's two key mistakes, two big mistakes that Young Dolph made that would have prevented his death if he would have took street precaution. Number one, he was driving around in marked cars that everybody knew. When you famous out here, it's important to be low key. You can't be driving around the city in cars the same color. I don't know why y'all be doing that anyway. You can't be posting your vehicles online on the internet. That's not a very smart move. That's not wise. Number two, he should have sent his brother Marcus to Makita's to get them sugar cookies in a low-key vehicle. Young Dolph should have never went to that goddamn cookie shop in that vehicle, that Corvette. He should have went like that. He should have just sent somebody in an unmarked car or a black truck, man, to pick up them goddamn sugar cookies since he wanted them that bad. Yo Gotti gotta be punching the air right now watching this trial. This nigga told everything, man. Let me tell you, he done told on his daddy high. He done told on auntie high. This nigga might done told on Jeezy and Jenny Moore. What the hell? I don't know what's going on, man. Everybody need to look at this case and learn something, man. The way this guy told on everybody, it proves that the streets is over with, is done, man. Y'all gotta stop trying to be in these streets and start looking for a way out the streets. Because I promise the only thing that the streets got for you is a court date and a casket. Big Juke in a casket, and these three murder suspects in court right now facing life in prison over money they never got for a rapper we all love. The real MVP to me is Young Dolph brother Marcus, because he was busting back and he struck all gold on one goddamn hole. But y'all come with me though and let me know how y'all feel about this situation. On open day, this man told on this nigga singing.
We thought Marcus didn't stand on that business. Bullshit. I just don't know what type of bullets Marcus had. That he had some real bullets in that motherfucking gun. Them niggas ass could have been dead, man. What the hell that nigga shooting?
Now, the Young Dolph trial is currently going on now, and the prosecutors have released footage of Dolph's hitters following him into Makita's Cookies. You can see the man walking behind him as he enters the store, pretending to be interested in buying cookies. Now, when this clip plays, I want you to watch how the lady at the front peeped what's going on, and she didn't tell him anything. It appears that she knew what was about to happen.
Had you ever been there with them?
No, sir.
Had you ever even tried the cookies there?
No, sir.
He ever talked to you about the cookies?
Yes, sir.
Is that Dolph?
Yes, sir.
The chain around his neck, is that the PRE chain?
Yes, sir.
The one that we saw in the exhibit?
Yes, sir.
And that's Marcus behind him?
Yes, sir.
Happens quick.
Yes, sir.
Now, you can see in the footage that the lady actually peeped the actual shooting and she dipped off, which I understand, she dipped off because people were busting guns, but it looks like she already seen them approaching and she could have yelled and been like Dolph or something. Now let's check out footage of the court case currently going down.
How much money was it supposed to be?
100,000 on Dolph.
And had you agreed to do this hit?
Yes, sir.
Had Justin agreed to do this hit?
Yes, sir.
We all gonna do it together?
Yeah, they been on it, but yeah.
What was 10,000 apiece?
Yeah.
And how much were you gonna get?
I was getting 40, he was getting 40.
Okay. Had you spoken with Justin about this?
Yeah, we talked about it.
Okay. This was not something that just happened this day, but something that was in the process for weeks?
Yeah, we.
How did y'all hook up this day, if you remember?
He had pulled up to give you. He came and got me or whatever.
Where did he get you from?
He got me from my father's house.
Where's your father's house?
Out of Lamont Sims.
Orange Mound area?
Yeah.
Had either you called him or he called you or anything like this?
He called me the first time I missed the call. Then he called me back. I answered. He was telling me basically they were pulling up because we already knew what was going on.
When you say you already knew what was going on, you already knew that this is about?
Yeah, because we knew they were doing the turkey drive, so we was actually on our way to Westwood.
Had you and Justin talked about this particular day before?
Like, nah, not the specific day. Like, we just knew that it was turkey drive on every day that week.
Okay. You knew that, the fair said you knew Dolph was involved in these turkey drives this week before Thanksgiving?
Yeah, we didn't know we were going to catch him, but we knew he did his artists. You know, everybody had a hit on the hit. Everybody had a price on the hits.
From Jook?
Yeah, from Jook.
And that was going to be y'all's business this week?
Yeah, that was our beating.
When he arrived at the house, do you remember what he was driving?
White Mercedes-Benz.
Okay, had you seen that car before?
Nah, I ain't never saw that car.
Did you get in the car with him?
Yeah, I got him.
Was there anybody else in the car?
Nah, it was just me and Justin.
Were there any guns in the car?
Yeah, they was on the back seat in the bag.
Do you remember what kind of guns they were?
A Draco, handgun.
Okay. And Draco, Memphis, some type of bigger semi-automatic weapon, is that right? And then a handgun? Do you remember what you were wearing that day?
I had on some gray sweatpants, orange and white Jordan 1, and a blue Gap hoodie.
A blue Gap hoodie?
With a do-rag on.
With a do-rag on. Did y'all have gloves?
I had my own gloves.
You had your own gloves?
He had his own gloves.
When you got in the car, did you have your gloves on?
Nah, I ain't have the gloves on.
You said Justin had his own gloves?
Yeah, he had his gloves on. Some black gloves.
He had his black gloves on before he picked you up?
Yeah.
Does he get out of his car and pick you up, or do you go up to the car? How's that work?
Nah, I got out the house, came out the house, got on in the car.
Okay. Off to do the mission.
Yeah, do a mission, try to catch somebody.
Try to catch one of the rappers
Yeah, one of them.
at the Turkey Drive in Westwood.
In Westwood, yeah.
All right. What happens after y'all get in the car?
Oh, we went back on Bradley Street. He got some out of, I think they were like a expedition truck that he had parked on Bradley Street. And then we took the back street. We was at Lamont Airways. We had the light.
So he picks up, let me get this right. He picks you up in the Mercedes, is that right?
Yeah.
But you go to Bradley Street.
Yeah.
And is there an expedition already there?
Yeah, expedition already there. Parked in the yard.
Do you know who parked that expedition there?
I guess he did.
Okay, we're not allowed to guess in here.
Well,
okay. So
nah, I ain't see him parking though.
Okay. And what color was it?
White.
The white expedition.
Yeah, white.
Did y'all do anything when y'all went to Bradley Street at that point?
He got something out the truck and then jumped back in the car.
I got you. So he gets out of the Mercedes at Bradley Street, goes into the expedition and gets something.
Yeah.
And comes back.
Come back.
Do you know what he got?
Nah, I don't know.
Are y'all talking at this point?
Nah, we wasn't talking, like, cause he was on the phone at first, then he hung it up, but we wasn't talking about.
Now, Y'all were cool with each other, is that right? You and Justin?
Yeah.
He gets back in the white Mercedes.
Yeah, he get big in the white Mercedes. And we take the back street, I think Gentry and stuff, to we was at Lamar and Airway. We finna get on the expressway, going to the expressway.
Okay. Bradley to Dedrick, is that what you said?
Yeah.
And then y'all are gonna get on the expressway.
Yeah, we finna get on the expressway on Airways.
Okay. But and this is Airways that we see.
Yeah, it's Airways.
Okay. What happens once y'all get to Airways?
We at the light. Y'all gonna clean across the light.
How'd y'all know it was Dolph?
Everybody know, hey, Kai, on T cars and stuff.
Yeah. People in Memphis knew about that rap, right?
Yeah.
That camouflage white and green and blue rap. That surprised you? See him like that?
Yeah.
Did you say anything or did Justin say anything?
Shit,
Like, they go down right now.
that's a lot.
All right. What did y'all do?
Straight drop, know somebody gave
See the trailer.
He knew where he was.
See the trailer. Yeah, he pulled in the cookie store.
What'd y'all do?
We made the block. Came with the bag way. I jumped out. We started shooting.
All right. Well, let's back up here though. We saw him pull off of Airways to here. Is that right?
Yeah.
Y'all, can you see my little pointer?
Yeah.
Y'all would be traveling this direction on Airways. Is that right? Then did y'all do a crazy U-turn or anything, or what'd y'all do?
Came with the back street.
Okay. Following the clickers is what y'all did?
Like this,
Yeah.
Okay.
We went to the light, made the loop around.
Did you see him get out of his car like this?
I ain't seen that.
Bitch ass nigga say he killed Dolph so his daughter could have a happy birthday. That's some disgusting ass shit. That'll get your life, nigga. You killed a man and ruined his family's life forever so your daughter can have what type of logic? Guilty, nigga. Life. You don't want your ass back in society. You don't get hit for it.
Say y'all.
Yeah, that's us right there.
Stop it here.
It's me.
Can you stop it? All right. We're gonna back up. I wanted to, back up a little bit. All right. First guy out of the car. Who's that?
It's me.
That's you. Which one of the guns do you have?
I got the little Draco stab gun.
Okay, that's that semi-automatic weapon. Is that right?
Yeah.
You ever shot that thing before?
I ain't never shot him.
Okay. You can proceed, Iris. That's your Gap hoodie, is that right?
Yeah, it's me.
That's you. Who are you shooting at?
No.
All right, now back it up again, Miss Iris, if you would. Back it up for Justin getting out of the car. All right, who's the second person here, the guy on the driver's side?
It's just
He's got the smaller handgun, is that right?
yeah, bad baseball hat, bad pro baseball hat.
You're firing this crazy thing. What you see? What are you feeling?
I won't feel nothing at the time, but I ain't gonna even let it. I won't feel nothing at the time. Out here, trying to get some money.
Trying to get some money? Bet you probably would have wasted on oxycodone and ecstasy. You shot that gun a bunch?
Right in there?
Right then and there.
Yeah, I can tell you how many times I shot out.
Aiming for Dolph?
I ain't for Dolph.
Was he able to say anything to y'all, or was he able to run or get away at all?
I shot through the glass, so I wasn't close up on him. I was shooting through the glass.
Okay.
I saw him standing by the window. I just got out and started shooting.
All right. Proceed till Justin shoots. There with the handgun. Who's that?
It's just
All right. You proceed. All right, you stop right here. It's Dolph's brother, Marcus. Did you know that he shot back at y'all?
I ain't noticed until we pulled out. There was a bullet hole in my side window. And I told Justin, I'm like, man, I'm hit. He was like, I'm hit too. So I see I'm hit right here on my leg. And I see a bullet hole in my sweater. I said, damn, I'm hit. So we driving out, he was saying he was hit. I'm talking to him, making sure we on Rick, making sure he's straight. I'm like, you all right? He's like, yeah, I'm straight. But the bullet head went in my arm. It was a bullet in my back.
I'm going to back up. You and Justin here are running to the white Mercedes. Is that right?
All right.
You get in what side of the car?
I get on the passenger side.
And Justin gets back in the driver's side?
Yeah, he get back on the driver's side.
Y'all get in the car. You can watch the rest of the video here. Did y'all see Marcus getting the second gun from his car?
Nah, but when we pulled out and I knew it was shots back, I was finna shoot back, but there were too many cars coming and I ain't just want to hit them anyway, so I ain't shoot back.
Because Marcus was shooting at y'all as y'all were leaving from down here. Is that right?
He would have killed anybody.
And you would be in the car at this point?
Yeah, we was in the car.
Looking backwards?
Yeah, I was looking back, but we like how we were driving, like how he was driving, he was all the way on the other side. But
Were the ones we saw right here with Dolph, is that right?
Yeah.
And Justin too?
Yeah.
All right, so y'all didn't shoot back at Marcus as y'all were driving? You say you got shot in the shoulder?
Yeah, I got hit in my shoulder, in my upper arm.
In the upper arm, shoulder area,
On my leg.
your right and your leg? And you realized you had been shot once you got in the car?
Yeah, once I got in the car.
Okay, you still have a scar from when you got shot in the arm, is that right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Mark, I have him step down and display this to the jury real quick. Come on, Mr. Smith. Turn sideways here. Just walk down this way, backwards toward the wheel. Thank you, Mr. All right. You and Justin jump back in the car. You've been hit in the shoulder.
On my leg.
And in the leg. Justin may or may not have been hit, but said something.
Yeah, got scraped on your back.
Scraped in the back. All right, what now?
We went back on Bradley Street.
Did y'all go to Bradley Street slow or fast?
Nah, we went back fast.
Okay.
We went back fast. We were trying to get caught, so he gave me the keys to the expedition. So he
gave
parked the beans.
Who gave you the keys to the expedition?
Justin gave me the keys to the expedition.
Okay.
So I moved the truck out the way, and he pulled the beans in the yard.
Okay, so the expedition, was it parked in the driveway of Bradley?
Yeah, we parked in the driveway.
And he gives you the keys to the expedition?
Yeah.
You get inside to move it? And then where does he put the Mercedes?
He put it like right there, where the expedition in the front yard.
Okay, so the front driveway area of Bradley, is that right?
Right.
What do you do next?
We jumped in the expedition. We was on our way to the gas station. FaceTime Juke, let them know that was our work.
Who FaceTime Juke?
Justin had FaceTime Juke, spelling out dog. You know what I'm saying? Let them know that we did it.
And let's back that up. You say, let him know it was y'all's work.
Right.
You said somebody spelled out Dolph. Who spelled out Dolph?
Justin spelled out dog.
When you say spelled out Dolph, what do you mean?
Like the sign language.
With
jailhouse sign language.
Like this would be an O?
Nah, yeah, I think I don't know how to do it, but
Okay.
something like that.
All right, so there was some signing that y'all just took care of Dolph. Was that short call, long call?
It was short.
Did you hear Joke say anything back?
Yeah, he'll get with us when he get done with the kids, or get up on them.
He'll get with y'all when? I didn't hear that last part.
Get up, or finish with his kids, or something like that.
But he was busy with his kids.
Yeah, something like
Gotcha. Gotcha, but he would get up with y'all after that. Okay. How are you feeling at this point?
I'm hurting because I was shot.
Where are y'all's guns at this point?
Oh, we had them in the backseat for the expedition.
Okay, so y'all brought them with you from the Mercedes to the expedition?
Yeah.
Were y'all still wearing your gloves, do you remember?
I don't remember.
Okay. So y'all are in the expedition. The FaceTime call with Jug has happened. What do y'all do? Where y'all headed? What y'all saying?
We went to the gas station, put some gas in the expedition truck first in the University Memphis area. Then he was trying to find, Justin was trying to find somebody at the house we could go, so, we get cleaned up or whatnot.
All right. You needed some medical attention or something.
Yeah, he had called one of his partners, Justin had called one of his partners to bring me a wound kick, bring us a wound kick or whatever.
Do you know who he called?
I don't know who he got.
Do you have your phone with you during this?
Nah, my phone, I had left my phone in the bin, in the Mercedes Benz.
All right, so when you got in the bins from your house, did you have your phone with you?
Yeah, I had my phone, I put it in the glove department.
Okay. When you got out to shoot Dolph like we saw, did you have your phone with you?
Nah, it was in the glove department of the bin.
Okay. Had you put it in the glove department so that it wouldn't be on you?
Yeah, I put it in.
But you forgot.
Yeah.
So when you adjust him to the expedition, you don't have your phone, but he has his.
Yeah.
Is he able to make contact with somebody to figure out how to get stuff or where to go?
Oh, he had called one of his cousins. He said whose house we went over in Whitehaven, so we cleaned up, change clothes or whatnot. And Quit had called like, man, y'all gotta clean this stuff up. Quit had called. And I was like, man, get my phone at the car. Get my phone at the car. Left my phone in the car. So he was like, all right, we need to move the car. That's what Quit was saying.
So we talked to Joke right after.
Yeah.
But Quet too.
Yeah.
And do you remember whether or not the conversations with Quet happened before y'all got to his cousin's apartment or after?
Yeah, I can't recall.
Okay. But it was all close together.
Yeah, it was all close.
And tell me again what Quet said during these conversations.
Yeah, we had to get rid of their car. We had to move their car. Yeah.
Right across the street from where Quet lives.
Right.
And he said y'all need to move this.
Yeah, we gotta burn that junk up. Gotta get rid of it.
Y'all were busy trying to get yourselves taken care of that.
Yeah, we we changed clothes with her, and I had whole peroxide on me and wrapped myself up, and I had to text my girl to come get me, text her the address off of her Justin phone to come get me.
And let's get there, but you said that Justin had contacted his cousin about going to her place, is that right?
Yeah.
Is that Kiana Hopper?
Yeah.
Did y'all in fact go to her place?
Correct.
When y'all went to her place, what car were y'all in?
We was in the White Expedition.
When y'all get to her place, what do y'all do?
Well, we decided change clothes, and we was in there. She had helped me for a minute before the wound kit came. She was helping me out or whatever. We changed clothes, and the wound kit came. I was able to, put bandage on it and stuff like that.
Okay. I want to show you a video. See that person there?
Yeah.
Kofi. Follow me.